Welcome to Liberty Libations. I am not Jake Green. I'm Brad Binkley. We're here today to talk about some salacious Swalwell scandals, I believe, and all the other crazy stuff going on in the news. What's going on, everybody? Alden, how are you doing?
I don't know.
What's the gayest thing you did this week?
I put my fingers in a pool jet. Pretty deep.
Okay, that was oddly specific.
I've been fighting with a leak in that pool. You
plugged that leak right there.
It felt intimate. Yeah.
Yeah. Do you work on pools?
Just mine. Yeah.
Mine. Yeah. Just mine. Ladies, they have a man with a pool right here.
A redneck pool that's got a leak. Yeah, I'm your guy.
All right, Zach, what's going on with you? You live in the sky, it looks like.
Yeah, not a lot. I mean, I know we don't want to produce here on the show, but I do wonder why as soon as we went live, it says we've been live for 4 hours.
Oh, fuck. Oh, God. Heard all this. Did they see everything we were doing?
Yeah. Oh, no.
Oh, my God.
Anyway, and the gayest thing I did this week is probably this show. I mean,
yeah, it's definitely.
4 dudes. Yeah.
Sword fight is what we're doing here. So, Nick, what about you? You said that your background is real. There's no green screen involved.
That is correct.
Yeah.
Unlike these other two guys.
Yeah, hell yeah. Yeah, me and you are the only real ones here. I'm wearing my Hawks jersey because the Hawks are playing the Knicks this weekend, and I know nobody listening cares about basketball except for Jake.
Mm-hmm.
And so it's this is for Jake. I don't even know if he likes NBA basketball. So I guess we should jump into the first story here, which is kind of a what goes around comes around type story, or perhaps comes on while you're sleeping. In the case of Eric Swalwell, allegedly, I don't know.
Allegedly.
Let me make that bigger so I can see that there. So Eric Swalwell resigned from Congress a few days ago. Also dropped out of the governor's race. He did the most damning thing someone could do when accusations like these are made, in my opinion. Here is his statement for when he resigned, just to let everybody know that he did it for the people. He says, "I'm deeply sorry to my family, staff, and constituents for mistakes and judgment I've made in my past. I will fight the serious false allegation made against me. However, I must take responsibility and ownership for the mistakes I did make. I am aware of efforts to bring an immediate expulsion vote against me and other members. Expelling anyone in Congress without due process within days of an allegation being made is wrong. But it's also wrong for my constituents to have me distracted from my duties." What an honorable man. "Therefore, I plan to resign my seat in Congress. I will work with my staff." I mean, I don't know exactly what that means, working with his staff, "in the coming days to ensure that they are able, in my absence, to serve the needs of the good people of the 14th Congressional District." I find it inspiring that even under the subject of such scrutiny and allegations, that he still is putting the people who voted for him first, his constituents. Alden, what say you?
So they're apologizing, they're resigning, but they're saying that the allegations are false and they didn't do anything?
For his constituents, it's the distraction that he's doing it for.
I'm confused.
Right, it seems to be confusing, but he's spinning it. He's admitting to an affair, it sounds like. Okay. He's denying the allegations of rape, which come from a shadowy figure on CNN and come from the worst witness you could ever have in one of the women. I'm not saying the allegations aren't true, but if you watch the video of one of them, she's like, it's the same playbook they use with Trump. It's a #MeToo playbook. I'm no Eric Swalwell defender, but also what's the difference between what's illegal and what this guy who's obviously always, what surprises me is that people are surprised this guy is a creep who probably got into politics just to try and be like a Harvey Weinstein of politics.
I mean, his name is Swalwell. It sounds too close to swallow. It's hard to say. I don't like that name.
Yeah, right. It was probably Smith, and he's like, I want something that sounds like swallow.
He legally changed his name.
He had to change legally.
And I chose Swalwell.
Nick, what's your thoughts on the whole situation here?
Yeah, I mean, it's interesting. I didn't dive as deep as I wanted to on this, but Swalwell for a while has been a pretty bad member of Congress, right? During the COVID era, he was he made that not so subtle threat to nuke anyone who disagreed.
Mm.
He also, it's been well known that he was hooking up with a Chinese spy.
Right. The Fang allegations. Yeah.
So that's kind of been sitting out there.
Who's
Then
now
all of a
dead,
sudden this-
by the way.
She is dead. Yeah.
Oh, really?
Yeah, she died.
Oh,
yeah.
shit.
I didn't know that, but yeah. So to see him
Did
finally
they
come
shoot
around,
themselves in the head 3 times, or how did they die?
Yeah, I can't remember how she died, but you're right, Nick. Like, that's been out there, and you tell people who like Swalwell for some reason. The only reason people like any of these politicians is because their focus is directed on those they hate because they're so unlikable. Some of these people.
Now, I do think the videos from this weren't they released by Martin Shkreli? So
Who's that?
Pharma Bro.
Oh, did he release like the videos of? Because there was a video of Swalwell on the yacht, not illegal. The guy looks like a nerd who got into politics so he could do exactly these things to me. And then you had was the video of him like with another dude like making out with some slut. Was that a real video? Did you guys see that one?
I didn't see that one. No.
Yeah, it was
But I know
real.
at least-
I think there were AI edits of it, but
So there
base
was another
video was
dude
real.
there on the bed.
Yeah.
There was at least one video I saw that was credited to Martin Shkreli. So I think he either bought it. I think he bought it up, or who knows if he said a honeypot. I don't know, but
Right.
Some
I
people
think
were
it's-
saying that
yeah.
other dude was another congressman. I don't know. but-
So I think, I saw that too. I wish we could maybe get a statement from him. I think what we know for sure probably is that the cameraman was Lindsey Graham. That'd be my money on Polymarket.
Too many chicks in the shot.
Yeah, right. Yeah. Way too many chicks in the shot. The one, get her out of here. Zach. Yeah. So what you see this happen? What comes to mind for me is you saw these interviews of his campaign people saying, yeah, well, we've heard that maybe he was flirty or maybe he would, do stuff, approach staffers, but we saw him with his wife. And so everybody seemed to know all of this around him. Why now? Why do they want him out of there?
I don't know. That's a good question. I'm sure there is something. Maybe it has to do with the, California governor's race. Like he's not the guy, and Congress is just in the blast radius. But
so are his staffers, from what I understand.
But it's kind of crazy that he's denying all this. But like everything he says is not what an innocent person does or says.
Yeah.
So, right. So him stepping down is the most. I would say that's evidence of. I think it sounds like somebody came to him and said, "We have all of this other information." Because from what I've seen so far, it's just going to be a hashtag Swalwell 2 thing. There's going to be no actual criminal thing going on. And it's not going to, it's the same playbook. Because the witnesses they've brought forward they're not the most credible, the statute of limitations. And so they probably said, we have all this stuff that we could actually end up in prison with, like the real compromising stuff. If you just step down, we'll sweep all this under the rug. That's what it seems like to me.
So the allegations are actually that he like drugged and forced himself.
He drugged
on
and
someone,
raped this
right?
one girl. Yeah. And then they play the one girl, and my presumption is why does it have to be the least believable person that you present? That doesn't mean it's not true. It just means whoever her lawyer is very bad at coaching this person on how to tell her allegations and why she didn't come forward before. Maybe it is true. I'm not saying it's not, but I treat it the same way as all the ones against Trump and everybody else back in hashtag Me Too. It's innocent until proven guilty, even if they're a douchebag that I don't like. And what's funny to me, though, is that CNN was like, to his lawyer, do you want to comment on the fact that Adam Schiff has he's taken back his endorsement? And his lawyer just sat there. What I would have done as his lawyer, I would have said, Adam Schiff he has the face of a pedophile. If you look it up in Webster's dictionary, thank goodness. Like the fact that they had the endorsement. Have you guys seen the video of Swalwell walking with his wife, and his wife kind of does the endorsement for governor? If it's on Instagram, it's I see a video like that, and I don't understand how people don't see that he's like this robot with Asperger's, just psychopath person. And she brings up in the video, because they're like walking along and he's like, yeah, do you think I'd be a good governor? And she's like, what would you do? Whatever. And he's like, I don't know. I mean, people are scared. They're really scared. Everybody's scared. And we'd try to make people feel better about that. And she goes, you got my endorsement. And which is like, no, that's all he said. And then
it's like Napoleon Dynamite energy.
Yeah,
it really is, dude. And then he goes, are you ready to make an official endorsement? And she goes, well, you don't need me. You already have Adam Schiff. And I'm like, what a terrible, terrible ad to make.
This is terrible.
This guy that's like, it's like saying Jimmy Savile. You already have Jimmy Savile endorsing you. And Jeffrey Epstein, you don't need me, your wife.
Well, it is interesting you brought up, too, like the Trump allegations, because I would like to go back and see everything Swalwell said about those.
Swalwell was all over that. That's what. So
yeah, when there's the same amount of proof, like just a claim is made, and I'm sure he jumped all over the Trump ones, and now a claim is made.
Totally, dude. He was wearing a shirt in one congressional thing where he was grandstanding. It was like something like everything will come out. Well. Yeah, I guess so.
It's ironic.
I don't know that it will, though. I do find it interesting, and I know this is leading into the broader view of the story, that there's what was Gonzalez? Was this the other one? And then there's this other woman, and Anna Paula Luna is coming out and saying, we're coming after you next, which I think she should promise to remove one article of clothing for every Democrat that resigns.
Well, there's already beyond those, there's even another one. Like we're looking at like 3, 4, 5 resignations or removals right now.
Interesting. Yeah, so it's like they're I find that to be interesting, and I wonder if it's going to be like evidence based. I hate it when it's like step down or we'll show the evidence. How about step down and we'll show the evidence? You can put Gonzalez back up on the screen, and then Nick, you can tell us about some of these other ones. Gonzalez tweeted, I didn't know who this guy was before. It's a weird tweet for the circumstances. He says, this is a season for everything, and God has a plan for us all. When Congress returns tomorrow, I will file my retirement from office. It has been my privilege to serve the great people of Texas. Now, listeners should know that he had an affair with a staffer who, the story is, later killed herself by lighting herself on fire. One of the rarest ways of killing yourself, I would say, unless you're protesting.
I was going to say, unless you have, like you're in the middle of the street and
right. Nobody's like, I'm going to sit at home. Like I don't have a gun. I don't have a rope. I'm on the first floor of a building.
Quick and painless? Like, yeah.
All I have is this lighter and this gasoline.
God.
Yeah, that's just a slow and painful way to do it.
Right. So what Nick, what do you make of that and just the broader context of these resignations?
Yeah, well, Gonzalez was already on the way out, right? I mean, this all came to a head back in the Texas primary. The other year he was challenged, 2 years ago, he was challenged by Brandon Herrera, who's a big gun tuber guy.
Herrera,
yeah, who I like a lot. And this time actually since that time, this staffer that staffer's self-immolation happened. It started getting into it got into the territory of them actually, doing, I think right the day after the primary, it was supposed to be a runoff, and he ended up just resigning because they were like, you know what, we're going to open an investigation. So the timing on that, odd, for sure. I don't know what to think overall on it, but yeah. So
the one who burned herself alive they were gonna open up an investigation onto what happened.
So like the day after the primary, they came out and went, we're gonna open a congressional investigation into this Tony Gonzalez stuff. So they waited till after the primary. I must have seen. I don't know whether they're looking and seeing this guy's probably not sticking around. Like he's in a runoff. Someone who he ran against last time is now neck and neck. Brandon Herrera is slinging hard about hey, look at what this guy's been doing. Like, do you
Right.
really want to send this guy back there? And it seems people are buying that.
Interesting. Yeah.
So I guess I'm thinking they were deciding, well, all right, we're better with this new guy and cutting our losses. I'm assuming is maybe what happened here. So he was on the way out already. That started, and then Gonzalez went, okay, I'm dropping out, and gave the nomination to Herrera. So
yeah, and it makes sense in light of the circumstances of the affair he was having and the way she died. You don't want people really looking at that, and people will forget about that. And that's not even getting that much attention, like that whole. It was like Swalwell's resigning, and also Gonzalez, and then I was trying to figure out, well, why is he resigning, and then I found a TikTok video explaining the relationship. And it felt like that should be something that the mainstream should cover a little bit more. And then it's like, oh, that's probably why he's resigning, so that it stays on TikTok. Zach, you are a huge Eric Gonzalez fan. Is that correct?
Yeah, I love the dude.
So what do you think? Obviously, that's messing with you. What do you think about the compromise that must be going on, or is anybody in Congress not?
I don't know. I mean, yeah, I would love to see like 534, 33 more of these, but
right. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't really know much about this dude except for, he's running against the AK guy, and I'm glad it happened in that race because it seems like we got somebody pretty cool coming in. But other than that, I don't know. Like, not much to add to it. Glad he's gone. It'd be cool if some of them get prosecuted, but probably won't happen.
Well, what we do know is Congress has a slush fund for paying off, these sexual assault claims and just settling it, right? So I think what we're seeing now is maybe Congress, in its dysfunction, has turned guns in on itself, and instead of ignoring a lot of this stuff, they're actually like, let's go after this person and that person. I mean, we've got Gonzalez here. We have Swalwell's a Democrat. The one woman also on the chopping block is a Democrat. I think the other guy on the chopping block is a Republican. They're kind of like, we're coming after each other, and
yeah,
see what happens.
Right. It's kind of what is expected, that they're going to come after each other, but it's also kind of like a mutual agreement that as long as you play ball, then the real jail won't happen. I do have the video here that I can send you. Or I can actually just share it of him and his wife, which I don't know how to take my thing. Which, in light of all of this, what's up, JC?
The Napoleon Dynamite-esque clip, or
yeah, the one where it's like him and his wife, and they're doing the.
Is this meant to be like a sketch or candid, or like what is the tone?
It's meant to be candid, but it just shows you how just disconnected they are. I mean, this is not.
Yeah.
And how controlled everything is.
That's just like Stepford creepy if they think that that's going to come across as natural or whatever. I haven't even seen it, but just the way you're describing it just sounds really weird.
I shared it in the share screen.
Oh, okay, cool.
All right. Can I get rid of the comments?
Absolutely not.
Did you think I could be going?
Didn't cross my mind.
Appreciate that confidence.
What has surprised you the most that you're hearing from people?
I would say just how proud everyone is in every part of the state to be Californian. Like, almost like you got to be crazy to live anywhere else, but also how scared people are, like really scared.
Yeah, I'm scared.
But what I see across the state is people are optimistic, and there's a way for us to get through it.
I think you just got my endorsement.
You ready to do like a public endorsement video?
I don't think you need mine. You have Adam's Schiff.
It's crazy.
So what do you think voters should know about me besides what they, only seen on TV?
That you're a really great dad. You're a really good husband. I think the kids and I truly can count on you for anything. And if I gave you the choice, I'm not sure if you would choose to be governor of California or have the 49ers win the Super Bowl.
49ers. Governor. Definitely
So awkward.
being governor of California and making a place where, when we retire, it's a place where our kids and everyone's
It's not
kids
his kid.
can afford to live.
It's a black kid.
You're gonna be a great governor.
Thanks.
It's just such a strange video.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's so awkward and so fake.
pretty cringy.
Yeah, it's the two of the most privileged people on Earth walking on one of the most beautiful beaches. Well, on Earth. Southern California is really pretty. Say what you want about the state.
Mhm.
Being like, I'm so scared.
Right.
We need to be we need to be in power.
And to be able to say, like, basically everyone else who doesn't live here is crazy, and it's like no one can afford to fucking live there. Like another point of just bubble mindedness or privilege or whatever. And not everyone wants to for various other reasons.
Like, also, you're in power right now. It's like, and for how long?
Yeah,
You've
do
done nothing
something
about
now.
it.
And the people who were scared the most were the children in that video, where they kept cutting to him with different random children who their faces just looked like, who the hell is this person grabbing me by the back of the shoulders? As weird as it was, the part where they try to do the joke about the 49ers, and
Yeah, that didn't land.
that
very
was
well.
so strange. That was such a that was written to be a joke. Whoever
Yeah.
wrote it, and how many takes did they do to get that awful of a take to include there? 49ers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, clearly governor. Like,
Yeah,
I felt like the
It's-
hand holding was even a little weird. Like
it seemed unnatural. It seemed like they hated
right?
each other.
Okay, thank you. Like where it's just like this whole time we're just walking forward facing the camera and like we gotta hold hands like it's some high school dance or whatever. I'm like, I don't know, man. Like it just felt odd. Now
It's
I'm
like she knows what he's been up to and
Right.
is play and
She knows what
doesn't
those
act
hands
very
have
well on
done,
it.
you know?
Yeah.
Yeah. And Lindsey Graham's behind the camera threatening to kill her if she doesn't play along.
There's a handler like off set, like being like
So I look forward to seeing Eric Swalwell as to his new show on MS Now in 3 months or so. Typically how it works, or CNN.
Is there like a liberal version of, like, what's the one that Matt Gaetz is on? It's like even below Fox News.
Oh, what
or
is that
anything.
called? It's like, yeah.
Is it like what is
One
it
or
America
something like
One America News or
Yeah.
something like that?
Like, what's the liberal version of that?
Maybe he joins the Podcast
PBS.
Bros network with Crooked
Yeah.
Media with Stacey Abrams. He starts
He'll
a
be on
podcast where he
Chris
exposes
Cuomo's show.
the truth. Right? Yeah, the Chris Cuomo show. That's crazy. And what was the woman's name who's being threatened to be
Let's
expelled?
see.
I can't remember, but for that it
I'm
was
pulling it
over.
up.
I think it was on the list, but it was for
Oprah.
my understanding was mishandling COVID era relief funds and then funneling those back into her campaign. So basically, the paycheck protection stuff
Yeah.
took that money and then used it to run for Congress.
Wait, that's bad.
If they get her for that, then I would expect to see a lot more people get got for that, because that seemed to be standard for people in power. Okay, Anna Paula Luna says that Shalia McCormick, we have your expulsion vote ready to be called up on the 21st. Either resign or be expelled. Those are your two options. And then a space. So America is tracking. Sheila stole $5 million in FEMA funds. Now, I expect that Sheila probably came out and accused her of racism. In response to that, that would be the typical thing. There she is right there. I don't know who this woman is. There's so many members of Congress. It is interesting what ones who don't get the media attention can do behind the scenes. But I remember there was a case, I think, in Georgia. Maybe you guys remember this. It was like, what was that mall? I think it was in Gwinnett near Lawrenceville. Crescent. I don't know. I don't remember what the mall was, but it's like a little town over there. They got a bunch of COVID relief funds, and the mayor of the town, who was in charge of them, he got like a couple $1 million and just stole it all. And I remember thinking, obviously, that's what people are going to do with it, based on the rules of it. And it felt like a trap, like they were setting people up. Now,
Yeah. Well, there's
Yeah.
been several state reps that have resigned for that too. And like basically their punishment is, well, give us the money back and you're fired. But I feel like if we
Yeah,
stole
yeah.
$5 million, we'd be in prison for the rest of our lives. you
Yeah,
know?
yeah.
So
I wouldn't even know
Money.
how to begin to steal $5 million.
yeah. I would never get close.
Yeah, right. Yeah, it's I love that they're trying to get people out of there. I do wonder what, because she said a few more. I don't know if you know who else they're going after, Nick, but I would love to see more of them. But I wonder what. I always
believe
wonder
it's
what the narrative
Corey-
reason
I believe
is.
it's Corey Mills is the other one.
Corey
If
Mills.
Zach wants to pull that up.
Yeah, I'm looking.
I don't know any of these people. I make it a point not to know these people.
Yeah, I mean, I'll support anything Paulina Luna does, except bombing children. I don't know if she supports that. I don't know, but I know she used to be a MAGA model, and she's like, we have the hot bitches that are all the UFO chicks, and she's one of them, which doesn't do a lot for credibility. So Johnson says he's looking into the ongoing Corey Mills ethics probe. I wonder what that means. I wonder what his definition of, because that is looking into in quote. What does that mean exactly? And then the article says Speaker Mike Johnson said he'd be looking into the ongoing House ethics investigation to whether Representative Corey Mills from Florida is guilty of assault and benefiting from the federal contracts while in office. And the ethics panel is due to meet next week to determine whether to recommend a formal punishment, which would serve as an expulsion. Yeah, these are slaps on the wrist, actually.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I mean, it's funny
Yeah,
how
there's real
I
crimes
guess
going on here.
some of them do it right. It's like, can you say Nancy Pelosi didn't benefit from stuff? But she's
Yeah.
fine,
Right. She is fine with those titties.
and she's not alone. All of them are. Oh, by the way,
Well,
Anna
we-
Paulina
we
Luna's
have-
real last name is Meyerhofer.
What?
What?
Meyerhofer?
I'll bring
Swalwell
it
and
up.
Meyerhofer.
Dude, that's crazy.
haven't
How
said.
so
He does not look German to me.
So there it is. So
That's
a birth
interesting.
name is Meyerhofer.
that's
Also,
German. Is that
I'm-
German? That's German.
It's very
It's very-
German. That's about the most German name you can
I was
get.
going to say, it sounds it. I wouldn't have another guess. Like,
We know so little about people in Congress other than the ones that get all the attention. Even them, we really don't know all that much about. But it's so common to find some of these people's names aren't really their, like J.D. Vance, for example. That's not his real name. He's
I
had
didn't
multiple
realize I
names.
wasn't showing it. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Luna identifies as a Messianic Jewish Christian.
What does that mean? It's interesting. That's
What does that
that's
mean?
a really interesting. Got an Illuminati ring to it.
I'm a Christian Muslim.
It just means that you're a Christian, that it means like you do the Jewish way, but you also believe in Jesus.
You're a Christian, but you circumcise your kids.
This is Zionism.
Yes,
Well-
it's usually Zionist.
What I had heard from Spike Cohen saying he grew up that way is basically they were Christian, but they kept Jewish traditions. But then when he realized that wasn't the only way to do it, he's like, okay, I'm just Lutheran now. So
Yeah, I saw that.
And I wonder what Jewish traditions mean.
I don't know, growing your twirly bangs out.
Let's keep keep your Shabbos and your and have your refrigerator with Shabbos mode.
Yeah, you get to benefit Hanukkah and Christmas. It sounds selfish.
Yeah.
That's a good gig,
Yeah. All right. So have we wrapped up the? Well, I think there'll be more coming out from Swalwell with the. And I know I said this already. We talked about this a bit, but have you guys seen some of the interviews with the people who said, "Oh yeah, we knew," but then they were like, "Oh well, we didn't know, but we heard."
We
We heard. And there was the one guy who was super nervous, and he was like, it's just crazy because that's how everybody knows. They all know about
but they like
how
their
creepy
jobs.
these people are.
Yeah.
I've done these, I've met a lot of politicians, not a lot, but I've met enough politicians to know that, they're very open about how they're sleeping around. because they boast about it. And I'll be like, stop telling me that. Don't say that to me. I don't want to hear that. And it's just the arrogance of some of these people. Maybe because it's mutual, they assume everyone's doing it. Like Saul Alinsky, in his book Rules for Radicals, he just talks about how everybody in politics is banging everybody, so kind of everybody's compromised. So maybe that's the thinking there.
It's like a nursing home.
Well, there's that, and then also just like I think the arrogance it takes to get those positions.
Yeah,
the arrogance, the self-centeredness, the ego it takes.
That's a good point. Like the type
totally.
of person that would even want to go through that to get to that point in that type of job.
Yeah, to think you out of the 100,000+ people in your district, are uniquely capable of making decisions. I don't know.
Right, and that's what you really want to do is make the best decisions for people, and there's not other reasons that you want to get in there. And play some of this, the audio on this.
Wow, that was as someone who knew virtually nothing about politics at the time, or no one. That was just an incredibly generous offer that I felt very lucky to have.
She says Swalwell created a group chat with all the students and then added her as a friend on the messaging app Snapchat.
And so I asked the other people that were in the meeting, did he add them? And they said no.
Were they all men?
Yes. I was the only woman in the meeting.
She says Swalwell, who was then in his late 30s, started out talking politics, but his messages soon turned flirtatious.
Ultimately, it reached a point where he invited me to a hotel to meet him. It was very clear what the connotation was.
Business.
At that point, I completely stopped responding. What I keep thinking back to is how lucky I am that I didn't go to that hotel.
Lisa Marco.
Wait, so nothing happened to her?
Nothing illegal happened. So that's not illegal. That's what I'm talking about with these out. So they have like 4 of them where they detailed, and the last one I watched was this BBC sum up of it, I think.
I mean, still don't hit on your staff, I guess, but it's weird to be like the person on the news.
You wouldn't do that. We wouldn't do that. But people in politics get into politics specifically to do that. Just like casting couches is the same thing.
Yeah.
It's that's what they do, and you have these. I'm not quote victim blaming, but people want to rise in politics. They want to rise in Hollywood, and they go there, and it's a adult situation. People should not abuse their power, but that's what it's naive to think it doesn't happen in these situations, and it lessens the credibility of the claims, in my opinion, when you have that being featured. That's not, there's nothing, that's standard. We should assume that's always going on. And to have that as an accuser victim is like, well, how about show us the person who really has some information. Yeah,
there's kind of a lot of nothing.
Right.
I mean, there's obviously something there, right? I mean, if there was nothing, you wouldn't have the resignation. Well, first
that's what we were saying before is that he's resigning, but he's like, I'm sorry, I didn't do the thing that you're saying, but I must have done some other shit. Like,
I mean, he did apologize for mistakes, so like, and we do know history there. So I mean,
it's like getting accused of killing someone, and you're like, I didn't kill that person.
I mean, I both believe
I just had sex with my intern. I didn't kill her. I just had sex. It's like Joe Scarborough.
Yeah. I mean, I both believe he did something, but also these news stations are just like, quick, who can we grab? Like somebody he looked at sideways in 7th grade. Let's get
totally,
him on here.
dude. They have these women set up
to a hotel, but nothing came of it or whatever. And I mean, again, I'm not defending this guy.
No, we don't like this guy. I don't.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're right. It's like Linda Sarsour laid out how this works when they were doing the Kavanaugh stuff, which Swalwell very much supported. The Kavanaugh was gangbanging at Yale, just a line of hundreds of guys waiting to plow this one chick story, a lot of which just fell apart. And we had this Blasey Ford woman. Her story was just ridiculous and had no evidence behind it. And Linda Sarsour talked about how whoever got nominated, they had people, because they used these activists' email list to curate people and bring them in, and they train them. I've gone to a lot of the online trainings because I think they're funny, but they're also interesting. And they have people on the ready for whoever gets nominated. So they were going to do that regardless. And they just pick people, like you said, who met them, who lived in the same town, who can be credibly linked to the same area in the same period of time. And so it's enough to satisfy the confirmation bias. And she was like bragging about the use of these tactics. And that's what, some of them are guilty of something. That's what's unfortunate about it, because some of them are guilty of some of this stuff, but because of the way they all do this stuff, it makes people who are really victims, they don't ever actually get justice.
That's fair.
Gerald Hall, your mom, makes a good point. It's like, how much you want to bet she's not only had media training, but she works for a 3-letter agency. But it's like they do appear very comfortable on camera for just somebody who got pulled into this. And
more comfortable than that one weird hand-holding on the beach sketch thing.
For sure.
Pull up the one who said she got raped. Do you have a video of that one?
I can look, but
then we can move on.
Do you remember?
Well, she said
about it, or
I have no idea. She said that he drugged her. Yeah.
Also, on the other hand, with this, like I mentioned, the videos came from, at least some of the videos were credited to Martin Shkreli. I saw him going back and forth with Rokana on Twitter the other day, saying, kind of getting in an argument, saying, "Hey, if you keep this shit up, I'm gonna find something on you, and I'm gonna put that out there and get you out too." So
what's your take on that? On him having that role and making those threats?
Martin Shkreli? Yeah, I don't know what to think. It seems like he's got one scalp and he's riding the high off that. I've always found him to be a pretty interesting character since the first days, whenever he, made the big noise by buying that pharmaceutical company and jacking the rates on the drugs and saying, "Hey, this is why." Turned into public enemy number one, ended up in prison, and now he seems to be going after someone for something, or just an agent of chaos. And I don't know.
Dirtbags going after dirtbags.
Yeah, which is fine as long as they all get caught up in it. But yeah, I don't know what to think on it overall, but I think it's interesting and I think it's kind of funny, and I'm kind of just watching and waiting to see what happens there.
Yeah.
All right, here's this.
I had contact with Eric Swalwell on 3 separate occasions after meeting him socially. On the 3rd occasion, I believe he drugged my drink. He raped me. And he choked me. And while he was choking me, I lost consciousness. And I thought I died. I did not consent to any sexual activity. Although I did not undergo a rape kit at the time, I disclosed the assault to the people closest to me. I also recorded these events in my handwritten calendar. The assault and its impact were later documented during my therapy sessions at a sexual assault center in Connecticut.
Of course, anyone in a position of power who is credibly accused of abusing a woman or anyone should step down. Of course, it should never happen in the first place. I think the American public is sick and tired of these.
I don't like that statement.
Incredibly acute,
yeah, anyone that's accused of something needs to step down. I'm like, well, then that's just an open door for just throw blind accusations out there to get someone to step down. Again, not saying this is true or not true, but
and they say credibly accused, but it's a PR stunt, is what that was.
Yeah.
So that's, and I get you're getting the word out there, and that's, this was an organized campaign, maybe deservedly so, but that term "credibly accused" is something. It's a propaganda term.
That's accused, though. Still,
right. That's exactly right. They throw that adjective in there to make it seem to the audience that there's something behind it,
right?
Without actually producing.
It's like it's like twisting the words to sound like you're guilty, even though it's like we've not found this yet. And again, now I'm just speaking in generalities. I'm not talking about this case. I'm not talking about this woman. I don't know. I don't care. I'm just saying in general, that statement stood out to me as some horseshit. But
it was 2019, I think, or 2018 when she said that happened.
Yeah. So,
why is it that? Go ahead, Nick.
Yeah. So, it's exactly what you said there, right? The Kavanaugh case is kind of the example of it, as long as you can link a person to that same kind of geographic area and make it sound reasonable that yeah, this might have happened. That's there seems to be the definition of credible. And we know with the Kavanaugh stuff that like that story really fell apart real quick.
Totally.
So
Yeah, and there really doesn't seem to be a difference here between like Juanita Broderick's story and this story. Yet Juanita Broderick completely ignored and kind of just like a crazy Trump supporter on Twitter now.
Yeah, right.
And like this chick has now gotten somebody fired. So
right. So that's
I do wonder what it is about this moment, why they needed him out. I know you asked me that earlier. I don't have a clue.
I don't know the answer either. I'm curious, but yeah, that the hypocrisy of people on the right, they defend it when it's Trump, when it's Kavanaugh, and both those situations, the accusations. I would watch. There'd be one after the other coming sitting with Gloria Allred, who. This is what she does. She does press conferences just like this, but I think maybe she's too old now. And this is the next version of her. And I would just go through those, and I would go through the stories, and they one after the other. It was like a fire hose, because it was easy to discredit or to find the holes in the arguments that never actually went to court, and they were just used for PR stuff. And Trump people defended Trump. They didn't believe him, but now you see some of the same people jumping on board with Swalwell because they don't like him, even though it's really the same model. Yeah. Doesn't mean something didn't happen, but it's just another thing people who voted for Trump because they didn't want war are now like, we got to go to war because it's a religious war. It just illustrates kind of how easy people can flip based on whether or not they like somebody or dislike them.
Yeah. Cheddar Cheese sent us another video to watch.
And I did this because I was so far removed from what had happened in 2019.
Is this AOC?
I felt safe because I was established. I had a partner.
I cut to her real
felt
hands.
More secure that I could have a strictly professional relationship with this person. After that bar closed, we went to another. I went to the bathroom and I don't remember anything after that.
You don't remember anything?
I remember the next day, I can see flashes of that evening of him on top of me pushing him off, him grabbing me. It was a lot more aggressive.
You don't remember anything? Well, I remember
aggressive.
Some things.
Did you say no?
Yes, I said no. In my flash that I can recall, I was pushing him off of me saying no.
And what did he do?
He didn't stop.
He didn't stop. And you woke up the next morning.
I woke up the next morning naked, alone in his hotel room. I, for a moment, didn't even know I was in his hotel room. That's how intoxicated I was. And I called my mom, the only person I could think that could help me.
And so she alleges that something similar unfolded twice.
So this evidence would be not even allowed in court. This story without anything behind it. She only remembers, like you pointed out, Zach, the specific saying no, but then she's saying like we were out drinking, getting hammered, and then you don't see her face. Why we're not seeing her face? See the other one's face. Maybe that's what her face looks like. Yeah. I love that you see the shadowy figure, and then because for me, right when I was starting to think, is there even a person there? It's just a voiceover. They go, cut to her real hands. So you know it's a real person.
Like an unshadowed.
Yeah. Shadowy, then her real hands. Maybe that's what she looks like. This is public relations campaign stuff. And it sucks when people are victimized again. I hate all of this, even though I dislike Kavanaugh. Not Kavanaugh.
I don't like him either.
Swallows well.
Yeah, swallows Kavanaugh well. Let's call him that.
I hate this thing that they do at the end too, where they're like, well, we could just watch this and hear it in her own words, but instead we're going to cut to some reporter who tells you what she said.
Right. Yeah. Interesting stuff. All of this stuff is always, it's it's like illustrates just the media tactics they can use to propagate stuff based on, knowing people will go with their confirmation bias.
That's
and they'll exploit
true
that.
a lot of the time with politics. Yeah.
All right, so now we have another ridiculous story.
Okay.
Nuclear deaths. This is such a psyop. So I love this, and I know we have a couple shots. I did a show on this the other night because I was like, all right, well, let's see what the legit thing.
I haven't dug too deep, but I did throw it in because they're up 10 now, and I did catch like a video about a week or so ago on this, and I'm like, and I see it's up to 10, and just like the conspiracy angle of this, I just kind of
I think it's interesting.
I think it's interesting, and I thought it would be like right in Alden's wheelhouse.
So yeah,
I've been seeing little bits of this, and by the way, this is I can't speak to this newest one as much, but this is not a new thing. Like in terms of like whatever the thing that's going on, like when COVID was a thing, there was a lot of missing and dead scientists that were more in like virology and biology and things like that, and like
yeah. It's like lying with statistics is what I see it as. And I was trying to look at it through the lens of that. Is this statistically out of the ordinary based on the number of employees that can be loosely connected to these organizations, the NASA Jet Propulsion Lab? And this NASA Jet Propulsion Lab has like 5,500 employees. And a statistical analysis of over a 3-year period, the number of people that would die based on the age range of the people who worked there, and then we're even talking loose connections here for these other people, is right in line. It's not abnormal.
Are they natural deaths? Because then in that case, like that's
we don't. So some of them and that's the thing though, because people who would want to kill you. This is why I'm open to all possibilities of that question. Is people who want to kill you know that maybe we get them to go walk, we go hiking.
Yeah, a lot of the time it's hiking. It's so
But
so.
Yeah.
There's Jet Propulsion Lab employees. There's Los Alamos National Lab employees, and there's a couple of other ones that are like, one was like an Air Force general with like the Air Force Research Lab and stuff like that. So like you've got this you like kind of nuclear rocket connection running between them all, and some of them are like got shot on the front porch of their house, and others are like disappeared while hiking. So
a couple disappeared while hiking. There's the Brown University guy who shot the MIT physicist who he killed himself in a
to me those stand out as mysterious. Like shot is something that if you want someone gone, fucking missing while hiking and shot are two things that can be coordinated pretty easily.
Absolutely.
Yep.
They absolutely can. And also people go missing on a regular basis. In fact, where these people went missing is some of the highest rate of missing persons searching, trying to find missing people ever. And it's about whether they're experienced. But some of them just walked off. Some of them, it seemed like they were having an affair, possibly. That's an explanation. The one that really makes me think that this is a stretch, and I'll tell you why I think this story has been getting a lot of attention, is the one that they just roped in from 2023. The guy who worked at the Jet Propulsion Lab at NASA, which it was not connected to this or reported widely until I think just like last week. I can't remember what his name is, but it's a guy who was in his late 50s, and they always do this in the story. They say there was no autopsy done. Well, there's not autopsies done when people just die. So they make it seem like that's out of the ordinary. It's not. People don't. Well, my grandma died at 98. Do an autopsy. That doesn't.
No.
That's not what happens. So they do that to make it seem suspicious. Right. And this guy, his family, his doctor said the cause of death was natural, related to heart disease, and his family asked for donations in lieu of flowers to go to AA because he had a drinking problem for, I'm assuming, most of his life. And I looked up if he was overweight, and the medical examiner determined him to be morbidly obese. So everything about this one they roped in recently, because he works for that specific NASA Jet Propulsion Lab related to the UAP stuff, screams, even by his family, of not suspicious.
Yeah, that just is not surprising, to have that in there.
Right.
What gets weird is the one woman, I think it was the first one that was showing on the screen initially, was with friends hiking a trail and got separated and then disappeared,
Right.
which
30 feet
screams
back. Yeah.
which screams missing 411.
I was gonna say 411 as well.
Missing 412 now.
Yeah. No, that one I was wondering. So there's details of this. I haven't got all the details of all the cases, but you wonder. It's like, did they just say I'll catch up later? What, did they have experience hiking? You know, and then there's a couple where the daughter and the
what
husband,
are they doing? Tying their shoe for 10 minutes? Like what do you need to do? Like
they're they're getting picked up by a Yeti to be taken
to an
interdimensional.
I gotta talk with
they're going under the ocean in their bunker because the aliens are about to come.
The story on it made it sound like she was hiking a trail she was familiar with. So who knows if went off the trail or who knows what, but you know, you get a lot of the weird stories in the whole missing 411 category as well.
Yeah. Right. I think it's worth looking into the suspicious nature of it, but some of these cases are added there for a narrative.
You could be totally right on that.
And so like this is a question I asked. Of the NASA Jet Propulsion Lab, which is the center of this, if you see that there's an image where they have like 6 of the faces and they connect them loosely to it. Mm-hmm. And 3 or 4 of them worked there. Others worked for a place that collaborated with them. Others got money from them. So it's all these loose connections. My question is there anybody who worked there or who is connected to those organizations on that chart who died or disappeared that is not on that list? And my guess is no, because if they can connect it to that, they're going to. And if everybody who dies or disappeared that's loosely connected is thrown into the mysterious death thing, then you're stretching to push a narrative. And that narrative to me fits into the broader UAP alien disclosure narrative that they started in 2017 and they've been hammering home lately. And,
it started before that. But.
Right. And it's brought up by Peter Ducey in the White House Correspondents' or press conference yesterday, where it seemed like an obvious stage interaction. Then Trump responds to it. This is serving what I think is a more interesting possible conspiracy is the Project Bluebeam, like advanced technology exists. We want you to be afraid of. That's what I think. That doesn't mean there's not something there. There is like if you have high levels of security clearance, then you could get swept up by a foreign adversary. I don't know. Zach, what do you think?
Well, obviously they were either abducted or they went to Gartha, but I don't know. I think back to who the JPL is allegedly named after or who it was started by, Jack Parsons. So, people joke that it's the Jack Parsons Laboratory rather than propulsion. And that guy was an occultist. So I think anytime,
tied in with Crowley, right?
Yeah, he was big in with Crowley. Like let me pull up. Here's his Wikipedia article right here. It's like when Wikipedia admits it too, that it is serious.
Totally.
He was an American rocket engineer, chemist, and Thelmalite occultist. And then if you just put occult in here in the search, it's like 38 times during his Wikipedia article, and it mentions Aleister Crowley. And he died in an explosion in the desert where people, speculate that he was doing some weird occult ritual trying to make a homunculus or something when he died. Yeah. So I don't know. That could have absolutely nothing to do with it, but it is fun to think. I haven't heard the word
homunculus in a while.
It's a good word.
It is fun to speculate about what if this kind of crazy crap had continued at the JPL? What if all of this is just occult bullcrap applied to rockets in space? I don't know.
I think there's a lot of weird occult, a layer of it to some of the, CIA and the Lockheed Martins and the weird, it's when you look into it enough. There was a time when I was like, that doesn't make sense. Why would that be the case? And the more you look into it, the more you're like, why the fuck does that exist? And why is this person into it?
Yeah.
Why is the CIA studying it? And why is it? It gets weird.
There is always that weird element that keeps you going, okay, maybe. And despite my argument, I will say if they're going to disappear somebody for whatever reason, it would probably look exactly like this.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I mean, one of the apparent cases there is a former Air Force general who was involved with the Air Force Research Lab or something, like walked off from his house armed with a 38 revolver and just didn't come back.
Yeah,
these are weird situations. I mean,
so that to me struck
with,
me as weird. But if I'm going to go hiking, I'm going to bring a revolver.
Right, but I mean, just walking off from your house isn't hiking like the other woman who was hiking. Right, it becomes a weird thing when you see some of these weird. What becomes, like you said, there's weird ones. There's things thrown in there that are like, okay, this is a very rational explanation.
Right.
And then there's other ones that that are in there that are like
peculiar.
Okay, that are peculiar on their face, and then whenever you add them up with other ones, you go, why are all these weird things centered around? Now, yeah, you've got to look at, okay, now how many people are involved with, with the JPL, with Los Alamos? I mean, those are both fairly large organizations. And then with it, so I mean, you're talking large numbers of people, you said 5,000 JPL.
Yeah,
probably I would assume at least 5,000 Los Alamos, and then probably several thousand Air Force advanced research stuff.
Yeah.
So I mean, our 10, well, it's 10 cases apparently. We can already throw out one. Our 9 potential cases out of 15,000 people, just kind of weirdly disappearing in odd circumstances, really statistically relevant. I don't know.
And you're going to want to camouflage it if you're doing it. So that's always the challenge. They're not going to make it super obvious. Right.
Right.
So like you said, some of the ones are strange, and I would be interested in knowing what the follow-up.
There's international cases too, like in events in the past. There will be like scientists from like various countries all in the same field that'll die all at the same time, and some are like South America, and some are in Europe, and some are whatever. And it's like, and they all just die on a hike, and it's really weird. Like
that's like the easiest
all happens
way
within a single period or something. And
well, if there is something to some of them, what does their roles and their potential security clearance? What does that make you guys think of that could be related to?
Well, I feel like that might be the heart of the psyop here. Is like, what are we supposed to believe about this?
Yeah.
And I think it's going to probably be Iran did it, or Russia did it, or China did it, or they were abducted and the aliens are coming.
Yeah, see, I never think either of those things.
I agree on that. It's either like, they were taken out by a foreign adversary on U.S. soil for X, Y, or Z reasons, or it's playing into this alien disclosure narrative, which, like Binkley said, has been growing year after year. They've been playing this game, and like, growing up, I was always kind of interested in sort of like the alien concept, and the more they just like started admitting shit, dude, the more I went, "Oh, this is all bullshit, isn't it?"
I feel you, dude.
Yeah. And it could be that it exists in a way, but it's not the way that they will want you to believe. So, like, whether it is or isn't, I don't trust what they say in terms of how they want to package it or whatever. Like, if it's like the threat and we got to spend tax dollars on the defense against it,
pump up the military-industrial complex, the weapons development.
Yeah. Whatever it is, like it's whatever they say. I just, they've already shown they can't be trusted at all. And
yeah, I think Erica Kurt killed all of them.
Believable.
With the exploding official position of Liberty Libations, Erica Kirk's responsible.
Yes.
We haven't gone super into it, and I feel like I could have gone harder into that, but like Zane was like really about like the whole Charlie Kirk thing, so I didn't want to like, I don't know, be weird with that. Like, but that's a whole other angle that
Candace Owens is a cunt.
Yeah. We should revisit
and
that.
Erica Kirk is weird. Erica Kirk is weird. Both things can be true.
Yeah.
I mean, I was just seeing this week, like, what her mom being named in documents for 3-letter agencies.
People have this thing where it's like you have to choose one side or the other. They're all part of the same. They're all like the same to me. All of them are con artists.
I mean, the very day Charlie Kirk was killed, I'm like, something's not right. This isn't what we're being told, and I still believe that. I just don't know what.
I felt that way with the Trump assassination thing, especially as it started. Yeah, and, that's coming from that one hit a little bit closer to home, being that I'm familiar with that area and have been to that location many times.
Oh, really?
There's
Where the
so much weird
the
stuff
Trump?
about both of them.
The Butler Farm Show grounds. Yeah, they actually have a. I was.
Oh, you're in Pennsylvania, right? So
Yeah.
okay.
So the Butler Farm Show grounds, like a guy I used to work with would sell gun bash tickets. That would happen there, and it was a giant gun bash. I mean, they were giving guns away every 15 minutes on the main ticket.
Yeah.
And then like side tickets between there. I mean, we're talking like ice cream stand, barbecue for lunch, chicken for dinner, 7 hours worth of giving guns away, $25,000 grand prize. Oh, it was a great time. I won a shotgun the one time there.
That's awesome.
What shotgun?
Yeah. It was my over under that I got cited for having loaded by the
Oh yeah, I remember that.
Oh, you got a ticket?
I got a ticket for this past fall for I went dove hunting, and I was packing up to go home. I
That's such
threw
a
the
stupid rule. Why can't you have it loaded?
I threw the shotgun in its case in the bed of my truck. Game warden rolled up to the parking area. I'm like, I see him stop on the road. I'm like, all right, he's coming over to license check me because I'm literally the only person there. He comes up, license checks me. You know, I'm legal because I'm trying to do everything right.
Yeah.
And then he's like, and game wardens in PA have a ton of leeway to do whatever they want. So he asks, "Can I see the weapon you were using? The gun you were using?" I'm like, I don't know if I can say no, even though it's in the trunk of my car with the tailgate shut.
Yeah.
Like I'm out here strangling turkeys.
So I opened it up. I'm like, here's what I was using. He's like, open the action. I opened the action. There were 2 rounds in it. Yeah, it was a whole thing.
Yeah.
And I'm still a little bit salty over it, but
no, I would be too. They have a quota usually. Like all my if you would have said, "Let me see the weapon you were using," I would have pulled my dick out. I think.
Yeah.
So, you know, I
would have gotten you arrested.
I was trying to be cool with him, hoping he'd be cool with me, but you know, apparently he had gotten transferred by the time the court case rolled around, and I showed up to the court case instead of just pleading guilty.
Yeah.
So I made his ass drive down there. So I mean,
that's what you get. I fight every ticket I get, like every one of them. I take to court.
I mean, I drove an hour out there to fight it and be like, yeah, I don't really have an argument, but I'm hoping you just like let me off on this,
dude. And that happens sometimes. Yeah, I went to it was a driving, what's it called, the hands-free law in Georgia, and I got pulled over. I was in my truck, which I don't have smart stuff, and I was more focused on all the people texting and driving. I was just listening to directions. And I got pulled over, and I said, would it be better if I was eating a bowl of soup? Anything like that, but I still got a ticket. And then I go in there, and it was in Cobb County, and the woman, it was I don't remember her name, but the judge, she was just smiley and nice to everybody. She's letting everybody off, and my sister's a lawyer, and so she was talking to one of the lawyers that works there all the time, and it turns out that she's running for re-election. And she wanted everybody in the room to vote for her, so she just gave everyone a free pass.
Oh, I've already started putting feelers out. I've got a guy who's from that town originally, who's going to start looking into because it was just a local magistrate. So, which means like this ticket's not even a criminal offense at this point. It's literally basically a fucking traffic ticket for it.
Yeah,
it was a $100 fine. Right, and then $100 and something in fees, which pissed me off. So I'm literally looking to find someone to run against this dude for the next election, just out of spite.
Out of vengeance. Yes. Hey, I like it.
Well, especially because in Pennsylvania to be a magistrate, you don't have to be a member of the bar. You don't have to go to law. You don't have to go to law school.
Lawyer, you don't have to go to law. Okay, it's like 3 states like that.
Right? To be a local magistrate.
Okay.
You can either be a member of the bar or take a class.
That's interesting.
It's like that in Georgia too. I don't know about magistrate. I don't know all the different judges, but there's the one that just like files wills and stuff like that. You don't have to be a lawyer.
Yeah, there's some states where you don't actually have to graduate from law school. You just have to pass the bar. I think it's like 3 states where you can do that.
I don't know if PA's on that, but at least for magistrate, you don't have to. And then the fun part is magistrate is one of 2 positions that you can do what we call cross-filing on. So if you guys remember, we had Reese on here. He cross-filed as a Republican and Democrat while running as a Libertarian and won those primaries. So he was on the ballot for Democrat, Republican, and Libertarian. You can do the exact same thing in magistrate. Those are the only two offices
Yeah.
you can do it, which is fun ways I'm thinking of playing the system.
That's interesting because he has local offices you can win too if you,
Yeah.
you know, get enough momentum behind it.
So I am out of spite, like trying to think. I'm already putting feelers out to play that
I love
game.
that, man. Do it out of spite. I support it for sure. Is it time for trivia?
I think it is. We got off track there
trivia.
a little bit.
I love that story though. You have to keep us updated on it.
All right.
Yeah.
I'm actually doing trivia. You're playing, Brad. So
I'm not. Oh, am I? Oh, good. Love.
That was the
getting
pre-show chat. Was Jake said, Zach, you can either play or host, and Zach's like,
Okay.
Binkley can play.
So did you? Who did put the questions together?
Jake did. I haven't even read them, so
Yeah.
I'm gonna muddle through this for sure.
That was
let's
funny.
see.
Zane last week was trying to like give us like the Celebrity Jeopardy version of the questions he gave us last week.
Oh,
'Cause
what
he-
Zane makes hard.
That's what he said. He said people tell me my questions are too hard.
Oh,
So
yeah.
He has autist trivia. Yeah.
Yeah, I always hated that when you're like, oh man, I'm killing Jeopardy tonight, and it's like, oh, it's Teen
it's
Jeopardy.
so easy. Yeah, right.
All right, trivia. 3 rounds, 8 questions, 1 point, 6 questions, 2 points, 4 questions, 3 somethings. Write stuff on a whiteboard, I guess, and don't blurt things out. And if you win, you're no longer a loser for 1 week.
Wow, it's
All right.
unfortunate.
It's been a while.
Round, man, I'm so bad at keeping score too, though. So probably this is going to be like a Who's line, where
Good.
no
Yeah.
one's yeah.
Yes. Yes. Throw out whatever.
Let me
Like the plot of the
write down
porno.
everyone's name. Alden. Audience. No, if
Just
I
call
Didn't you
Maybe
make it?
back
Didn't
to
you?
that.
Didn't you
Call
make
me
it after
Zane.
this, Zach?
Oh yeah. I wonder if I can find that on my own computer though. I gave it to Jake and I never thought about it again.
What did
Yeah.
you
Oh,
do?
we don't have time for that. I made like a web app to score trivia, but then like turns out Jake was using a MacBook Air and it was like way too small of
Yeah,
a
it's
screen.
gay.
And I don't know, it didn't
Yeah.
work. So
I've been vibe coding stuff over the past couple of weeks. I got some pretty cool stuff I've been building.
man, I wish I had pulled that up. I completely forgot about that.
I have a
Anyway.
MacBook Mini from 2012 or 13.
Oh, what?
A Mac Mini from
Mac
like,
Mini. Yeah.
100 years ago. That's what I'm rocking.
He has a mini. All right.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
All right. Question number
It's a
1.
grower, not a shower.
On this day in 1889, known for his silent comedic films, which Hollywood legend was born?
Born. He done been born.
On this day in 1889, Silent Community. Okay, that's I know who that is. That's
Okay.
I've
Let's
got
see.
at least a reasonable guess.
Zane trivia is awesome, says Cheddar Cheese.
It is awesome. I'm just stupid.
I mean, I like
We're
when
just-
we get into like haikus and stuff like that. That can be fun.
I don't know the
He's
answer to
very
any of Zane's
creative
questions
with
in
it.
trivia.
Exactly.
All right.
Yeah.
Answer. I guess I go to you guys. Alden,
Charlie Chaplin?
Charlie Chaplin, Nick,
I said Chaplin as well.
Binkley,
Charlie Chaplin.
Oh, we
He
all have
says
the same.
that. That's what
Okay.
it says
and
there.
the audience says Charlie Chaplin because it is Charlie Chaplin.
Okay. All right. I guess we were right.
Boom. Everyone gets a point.
It was the only name that I could come up with for that other than Jackie Chan. So.
I mean,
I love that he looks like Hitler in some of his films, but Jackie Chan is drinking adrenochrome, so there's no telling
He
how
had
old
a-
he is.
Underage wife? I didn't know that. But was that
underage in
like
China. Oh,
a thing?
Are we
in
talking
that-
about Charlie?
Not Jackie Chan.
Charlie Chan.
Someone
Talking about
wrote-
Charlie Chan.
Yeah. I guess about Chaplin, someone wrote that.
Yeah.
Anywho, question 2. Whoa, what just happened?
Actually, I'm
I hope
probably
this is question. Wait, slide 8. I don't know what just freaking happened. I'm gonna go back.
Okay, we did question 1.
This is being crazy.
What's going on over there, Zach?
It's like blink. Okay. I
Okay,
think
same.
it still says slide 8. Okay, that has to be right though. Whatever.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's a new question. We'll just go with it.
On this day in 1917, who returned to Russia from exile to take over the reins of the Russian Revolution?
What?
Jake's like dumbing it down for me here.
In 1917, who returned to Russia from exile to take over the reins of the Russian Revolution? All right. What do you got, Brad?
Vladimir Lenin.
All right, Nick.
I have also said Lenin.
Okay.
The only
Alden.
name that I knew was Vladimir Lenin. I didn't even write it down because I was just gonna say it.
The
But
Jews brought him back in on the train.
And the audience says Vlad.
Vladimir
So let's see.
Putin.
Vladimir Lenin.
Okay. Again, with the only name that I could come up with, I should have wrote it down. I was just gonna blather it.
Sounded to me like you got it right.
I
Wait, what did you say? Did you?
I
get it
should
right?
have
I
wrote
don't
it
know.
down, but I was just like, "There's no way that I'm right on
Whatever.
this." It's
You
just
get
the
it
only
fine.
Russian name.
He said Lenin.
It's fine. Yeah, you got it. We don't need it. I'm just holding. You don't have no idea. It could be dicks on this paper. I'm just holding up.
I can't see it.
It
at
is
all.
so white that I don't see yours when you hold it.
I think
up.
this camera's too far to see
Yeah, I don't
it.
have my pen.
It's just a series of dicks.
It's all right. Question 3. On this day in 1929, which MLB team became the first to play with numbers on the back of their jerseys?
I mean,
Wow.
I didn't know they would do this with one team and not the whole league. You know what I mean? It's a weird move.
Yeah. They only had Roman numerals before this.
Is that a thing?
No.
I'm like, you gotta be careful with me, dude. I'll just believe it because I don't fucking know. Like,
Oh, raw meat herd corrects Jake, saying he didn't return to take over the Russian Revolution.
okay,
He just took over the reins of the Bolshevik Party.
Okay.
nerd.
Nerd.
Kidding.
I
That's
don't
cool.
know. I'm on his
Bolshevik.
side.
That's correct. The
Screw you,
Bolshevik
Jake.
connection there. I'm in that corner next to the camera, so I can still hear you.
It's all right. I'm
said
just
the
going to go
only
with whatever
Russian
you
name
say.
Of that era that I knew that sounded like it might work.
It
for that.
works.
I don't know anything about that.
All right. MLB question, Alden.
The Yanks? I don't know.
All right, Nick.
I'm guessing off of teams that I'm pretty sure were around back then, so I'm saying the A's.
The A's.
The A-holes.
Binkley. I still can't see that.
He still can't see it.
It's underwater.
Oh, there it is.
The Boston Braves. That's what I
Yes.
would have said. That's so cool.
Atlanta?
Let me look at the answer. I actually don't know.
They didn't start in Atlanta.
They moved from Boston to Atlanta?
Well, they went from Boston
Yeah.
to Milwaukee, then Atlanta.
Get out of here.
It is-
For real?
The
That's
Cleveland Indians. Wow.
That's
Which
racist.
isn't even,
I should have
which
known
isn't
they
their
would put
current
numbers
name.
on the Indians. Yeah, that is.
I did think about that, but yeah.
Makes me so angry.
Yeah.
Okay. What did the audience
You
say?
sent him down the trail.
These got a bunch of wrong crap. The A's were in Philly then.
Yeah, all the teams
Red
were different
Sox and Yanks.
places. A lot of
Yeah.
them were.
Um,
Like the Brooklyn Dodgers.
yeah, the Brooklyn Dodgers. That's the one I was thinking of. All right. Still round 1. Question 4. On this day in 1943, a Swiss chemist discovers the effects of what synthetic drug? Alden, if you don't get this, I swear to goodness. It's about drugs.
I do know a lot about drugs, but I don't specifically.
Well, just think of synthetic drugs.
And
What's
we're
not a
naming the
plant?
drug, too. It's not like you have to name a Swiss chemist.
That is fair, yeah.
Oh, wait, you just got to name the drug. Okay. Oh, because I was going to name a chemist. Because
Yeah.
I know a lot of
Discovers
Swiss
the
chemists. I
effects
have a long
of the
list of
drug.
Swiss chemists at the top of my mind.
All right. Wait, so this is on this day. That's crazy. So
yeah.
does that make this bicycle day, Alden?
What? Does this have to do with bicycles? I
What's
don't
your
know.
answer?
I was gonna say MDMA, which has nothing to do with
MDMA.
bicycles, as far as I know.
Nick.
I said LSD.
Oh, shit.
LSD, Binkley.
Penicillin?
Is penicillin
Everyone's
synthetic?
favorite recreational drug. I mean, I guess it
You
could
guys
be.
have never gotten fucked up on penicillin. You guys are pussies.
All right,
Yeah.
and the audience says LSD,
Okay.
which I'm fairly sure it is LSD. I'm looking at the answer. I don't know why I was about to say that, but yeah, it's LSD.
God
And
damn.
let's see what that Swiss chemist guy's name was. Swiss
Jacob Faggot?
chemist.
Is it him?
Yeah, I don't know why I'm
It's the only one I know,
LSD.
the only scientist.
Albert Hoffman. Yeah, and the day he discovered it, he like took some and then he rode his bike around, not knowing what it did to people, and like tripped out while riding his bike around. So they call it bicycle
Is
day.
this the one that he got it kind of
That's why I call it
accidentally
bicycle
through
day?
his fingers or something? Or like I thought there was a story about him getting like way
Oh.
too much accidentally or something.
He did
I
what
mean, there's
accidentally?
That he got it in his system.
Oh, so he
just
fingered it a
soaking
little and
into
he was
his-
little, yeah.
I thought
Yeah.
that was like the case the first time, but
I don't know. Okay, bicycle day is actually on the 19th. So freaking out.
I remember in middle school, they were like, they would tell us these stories about a kid. They'd be like, a kid took sheet of LSD and then walked off the top of a building and died. Stay away from drugs.
and there. Remember those ads where it was just eggs in a pan, and it's like this is your
Yeah,
brain on
brain on
drugs. Like,
drugs.
so improved and delicious. Like what?
Yeah,
this
I know,
is
it's
the
tasty.
stupidest ad I've
Right.
ever seen. Like
Yeah,
you mean
yeah.
better? Like
You do a lot of drugs,
Alright.
Alden?
I can neither confirm nor deny.
Do you want to admit to any crimes, Alden?
I'm sorry about the crimes I did do. It's not that one that you just said, but I do apologize and I will resign from this show.
I've never done any crime. Anyway,
I've done crime.
What are crimes?
Question 5. On this day in 1946, Arthur Chevrolet, the brother of Chevy, what the world?
Chevy
Founder Lewis. Oh, Chevy. I thought his name was
Lewis.
Chevy.
Chevy Chevrolet. Yeah.
Okay, on this day, Arthur
It's
Chevrolet,
like a Frank
the brother,
Stallone question.
brother of Chevy founder Luis, dies suicide. Who wrote this crap?
Dies suicide. Fucking ChatGPT wrote this.
I think he must have worked for Ford.
What was his career? He was obviously
He was a Ford
golfer.
engineer.
Yeah.
What was his career?
So Arthur
anyway.
Chevrolet, the
riddle?
brother.
In 1946, Arthur Chevrolet's brother Luis, or Louis,
Okay.
died suicide. What was his career?
Is this a riddle? Like what?
No, this is
what are we supposed
his.
to make of
His
this?
the implication here is that his brother's success caused him to set himself on fire inside of his house.
I don't really see how this is. Wait, whose career? Arthur Chevrolet?
The brother
Or
of the
founder
founder.
Louis.
So
Well, I'm
Louis,
assuming-
It's asking for what Arthur Chevrolet
Why did Arthur
did
kill
was
himself?
correct.
Why did Arthur kill himself?
I've
in
got a
1946?
perfect answer for that because it ties in.
Such a weird question.
God,
It's like,
what the fuck
All
do I do with this? I
What?
don't know, guys.
Bill Gates, the founder of Microsoft's brother, was a total loser. What
Todd
did he do for
Gates.
work? Yeah.
Sebastian Gates.
All right, Brad, what do you got?
He was a horse breeder, is what I say.
Oh,
That sounds cool. I would not kill myself if I got to hang out with horses.
His
all day,
brother put
though.
him out of business.
That's true.
oh man.
Nick.
I'm going with nuclear physicist.
Alden.
I'm gonna say like a wagon maker, like a carriage
Yeah,
manufacturer.
yeah.
In line
He was
with
a
what
wagon
Brad-
man.
Yeah.
It's like a Cain and Abel situation.
Apparently
It's
my
like
middle name means wagon maker. Like Wayne means wagon maker. I guess I've never disclosed my middle
Alden
name to the
Wayne.
internet before.
my middle name is
Alden
Boone.
Wa- Boone? Your middle name is
Boone, like Daniel Boone.
Yeah, it's very southern. I feel like, even
Mine's
though
Jeremy. My initials are BJ.
nice BJB.
Mm-hmm.
All right, Nick,
So
now
what
tell
the
us your
fuck is
middle
this
name.
guy's
Better be
career?
cool.
My middle name's Mark, which is my dad's first name.
That's my
Nick
Wayne's my
Mark.
dad's first name. That's funny.
So it's pretty
Sweet.
simple.
It's, yeah,
brothers?
that's pretty common. So
Wait, so your middle name is yeah, no, that works. Okay. He sold women's shoes, says Gerald Hall. Let's see what the answer is. Race car driver.
Oh
Believe
my
it or
god.
not.
Why? Like,
What's the suicide rate? Yeah, is that a high suicide rate? Is that like being a dentist today?
He drove into a wall on purpose.
Yeah,
Maybe.
I feel like you
legitimately
usually
this
die
question.
before getting to the point of suicide on that. But
Was there a lot of race car drivers
Dude.
back then?
I have completely forgotten to keep score.
yeah, like racing what? Race car? Like,
That's interesting though. He died. He's a race car driver of the guy who created the Chevrolet. Yeah, maybe. What did he drive? Is what I want to know.
yeah.
Ford.
He drove a Ford. Mitsubishi.
That's why he killed himself.
Anyway,
yeah, no, that's
I'm gonna
gotta be
guess on the
crazy.
score.
He drove a T model.
The Model T.
It
Yeah.
went 17 miles an hour.
Whatever.
A
There we go.
racehorse driver.
Pretty sure I got it. All right. Anyway, question number 6. On this day in 1947, what caused a Texas
Texas.
Texas explosion that killed more than 500 people?
I'm sorry. It's talking about 500 people dying. And I'm like, Texas. Oh my god. They got me though.
All right. 1947 explosion, Texas. Killed people. What caused it?
I mean,
This is a pretty broad question, but I think I am in the right ballpark.
yeah, like human.
Because I know where this.
that caused it. Like,
I'm pretty sure I know this incident.
Yeah, I think I know this one too.
really?
Yeah, I got it. Yeah, definitely.
All right. What is it, Brad?
Arthur Chevalier, who had a car crash and killed.
He committed
how he killed
suicide.
That's
by
why he killed
driving
himself
into a
later.
refinery,
Because of all the
like-
people he killed.
All right. Nick.
I'm pretty sure this was a fertilizer ignition in, what is it, Galveston?
Domestic
Corpus,
terrorism,
something like
sounds
that.
like.
But it was a ship explosion.
I've been.
It sounds like it was a shit explosion.
Yeah.
It sucked.
Stacey
All
Abrams.
right.
I just said lightning because I don't know the context again of this question. Is it an explosion in a factory? Is it an explosion at sea? I have no idea.
Like a taste
You're taking it-
explosion.
Like the lightning
Taste
was the
explosion.
fuse.
Fruit
All right, and
gushers
then
were invented, and they killed
The audience.
so many people.
The audience says they let a woman run the refinery that day.
Probably. and they still got the right to vote.
Oh no!
All right, and then Texas Bighorn cattle, which I also am going to take as a joke. So the first non-joke
It's
is
all the farts.
nitrate explosion,
Well, that could be a fertilizer.
which is
That would be
I
the.
think I'm going to give it to him.
No, I would give
Nick
them nitrate.
and the
yeah.
audience.
I'll give
Yeah.
anybody nitrate.
Mossad blew their fertilizer up. I believe it. I'm just hearing it, and I believe it.
Give them a point too.
Yeah, I get
Or
5
wait, the
points.
audience is collective, so don't give them 2 points.
All right, question 7. On this day in 1963, the letter from Birmingham jail was written. Just like I'm hiking out here. It's a beautiful day in Birmingham.
I'm gonna write
Anyway.
a letter.
Letter from Birmingham jail is written by whom?
63.
That's funny. I mean, yeah, that's.
I don't
Auditioned
really
for
feel like the
movie
year
in
matters.
this. Auditioned like 4 times to say the hard R in this movie. They said, "We love how you say the hard R. Could you come in and say it to a black person?"
Was
Then
it
I
like a
walk out of the
scream,
audition
or
room. There's
just
a bunch
like-
of black people there because you learn a lot about yourself when you go on auditions for roles. And I learned that that casting directors see me as someone who can say the hard R convincingly.
Yeah, that's an interesting.
They know their
thing
craft.
to learn about yourself.
It's a good skill to have.
That's right.
All right. Let's go with Nick first.
Martin Luther King Jr.
All
That's
right.
what I said,
MLK Jr. What you got?
Okay,
Brad?
Junior.
All right. Well, you know what? You
No,
all
no.
got it, except
John
the
Lewis
audience.
was there. They
The
said
audience
John
has
Lewis.
James Earl Ray and Lee Harvey Oswald, which I
That's
don't know if
good,
those are
right?
Lee
jokes or
Harvey
not.
Oswald.
No, James Earl Ray and Lee Harvey Oswald.
Why
wrote-
is Lee Harvey Oswald funny? I guess 63 is interesting with that.
Yeah, it's right. So that's after Kennedy. I think that's when Field of Dreams was written.
All right, 5.
So my mom was born.
All right, cool.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah, brother. I hear that.
Yeah, tell me more, bro.
Your mom was 60 this year.
Oh god.
All right, let's see. MLK Jr. That's the answer.
Okay, yeah.
I think we all knew that, sort of.
I did not, but
yeah, you
no,
did.
I knew enough to write it. Like
it's the only black guy you know.
Jesus. Oh man.
All right.
I thought that the guy that invented peanut butter was black, but recently I was hearing somebody else did that. Is this like
it's racist propaganda?
Somebody else. Black guy or somebody else? What is that?
It was somebody else.
Or is this a Mandela effect? Or like, why did I hear that this was? Never mind.
That's a very popular.
It was not George Washington Carver.
People thought it was Martin Luther King Jr. that invented.
All right. On this day in 2018, who becomes the first rapper to win the Pulitzer Prize?
Somebody woke, definitely. See, rap and country and everything's all the same now. So,
isn't the Pulitzer for like writing,
journalism, or writing?
Right. But they're dropping lyrics though. So
it's street.
It's oh my god.
You know, it's not gonna be anybody good. Like,
no, it's gonna be. It's gonna be one of these fuckers. I think it's gonna be
fucking Pulitzer.
It's definitely gonna be P. Diddy.
He did
definitely not press. All right. What do you got, Binkley?
Jay-Z.
J-Z. Nick.
Yay.
And Alden.
Kendrick.
All right.
You're really throwing me with the. I don't have no idea what the Pulitzer.
That one faggot. Yeah, what's that guy's name?
Yeah.
Not. Yeah.
Barack
Obama.
Yeah. That's the audience says Barack Obama boots, which I don't know if that's a rapper. Could be. Obama. Jay-Z.
Some people said Obama.
And Riley. And the answer is Kendrick Lamar.
That's what I was going to say. That's what I was trying to come up with as soon as I wrote this down.
No shit.
And nobody, like,
Kendrick
Lamar.
I thought, but I was like, yeah.
Nobody can understand anything.
So what did he win it for?
More the era that
they not like us. They ain't like us.
They not like us. No, yeah.
That's a newer
Are we
song
they?
than that.
Is it about white people?
Every time I go to a black club, I'm like, I'm a 960 guy. They not like us is what I tell them.
2018 was like To Pimp a Butterfly or whatever. Like, I think that era of Kendrick. Am I right? Or is that even before then?
I didn't know it was him.
I've heard him exactly one time, and that was the Super Bowl halftime
The Super
show.
Bowl when he was calling Drake a pedophile.
I liked older Kendrick. Honestly, I didn't care for the material.
You didn't like Child Kendrick when he was younger?
I liked 9-year-old Kendrick. Yeah. When he was spitting at birthday parties, yeah.
He's on Epstein Island.
Yeah, that's what he was.
That's
really
his best work.
Yeah.
All right. Round 2. So these are worth 2 points. Hallucinogens.
Oh, thank God.
Yeah. Question 1.
I already had an LSD question though,
Well, he always does a tie back. That's why.
He's a callback. Yeah.
The Pimp a Butterfly was 2015, by the way, so it was around at least the time. What is
the primary active component in magic mushrooms?
Which mushroom?
Magic one.
Don't spurg out about it. Okay.
You're so specific.
Just choose the most obvious answer.
You've got a pile of mushrooms on your desk right now, don't you?
The most common one, Alden. Don't overthink it.
Wood box over there, No, there's multiple kinds of mushrooms with different compounds. I thought.
Write them all down.
Guess one.
I mean, I'm gonna guess one. I'm gonna guess the most common one.
I mean, I don't feel like people are going around with that like Amanita muscaria calling it a magic mushroom, even though it doesn't have.
That's one of the. Is that the red and white cap, right? Like the Christmas
and it has muscimol in it or something.
Yeah, see, there you go. That's a different.
I hope these aren't questions. Anyway.
That's the Christmas mushroom.
Yeah.
That's like, see,
All right.
like, this is like where the story of Christmas is like totally fucked up and weird, and where like the whole concept of the red and white theme with Santa's outfit and everything came from apparently that mushroom that grew because it
Did it
grows
really?
under conifer trees, like
Yeah.
spruce trees, Christmas trees. Yeah, this is a whole thing
What
where
did you
like,
do a sketch of you telling your friend's kid that when they're like,
yeah, you know what we should do to this little 5-year-old? We should just get high instead.
no,
You don't
just
need to
tell him
bite.
Santa's not real. It's based on drugs.
Yeah.
Check your.
But for
Yeah.
real, Christmas used to be like a tradition where we would like get high and do mushrooms, and now it's
Break
about
into people's houses.
commercialism and
Sounds fake.
Edward Bernays
Anyway,
popular.
what do you got, Alden? What's your answer?
psilocybin, I guess. Like it's the most
Okay.
common. one.
Nick.
Yeah, same thing. So
Being-
I mean, I'm psilocybin, obviously. I'm not gonna. I'm gonna say what
Psilocybin.
Alden says here, but I don't know how to say
Alright.
it.
I don't know how to spell
Audience
it.
has psilocybin too. So, and the answer is psilocybin. All right, everyone gets
Silent
2
P?
points.
Is this a silent P?
Psilocybin.
Yes. I
All
don't
right.
know. I don't know either.
Boom.
I got the P right. I got the C wrong.
Yeah.
Question 2. American Indians used what cactus-based hallucinogen in their religious ceremonies?
Which American Indians?
Just go
Which
with the
cactus?
obvious one.
No, I know what this one is going to
Which religious ceremonies? All right.
Jake's like got a bunch of cops watching. He's like, just watch Alden's reaction to
Yeah.
every question. In the hallucinage section.
He's gonna,
He'll be like,
They're all
"Ritual."
things that Alden's probably done. So
he's gonna admit to so many crimes right here. Yeah. What's the statute of limitations on drug use, though? You know.
It's not 15
you're
minutes.
Damn it! Yeah.
All right. Binkley.
Peyote.
Nick.
Peyote.
Alden.
Peyote buttons, yeah.
Peyote says some quack and raw meat herd. All right, so everybody gets that one. Let me add another 2 points. Yeah. All right. Boom. All right. Mescaline. What? Nobody got it.
It was mescaline.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
Oh,
okay,
wow.
but mescaline is derived from
No, this is correct.
the peyote.
Yeah. It'd be like saying, what
You asked
chemical
me
do
what
people
the
use when they
fucking
smoke
natives
weed?
used. They're not going to
And
call
you
it
said
mescaline.
marijuana.
Peyote is the only thing.
But it
I've
actually
never related
says
to.
What drug?
what cactus-based hallucination. I don't
Oh,
know. It freaking works.
okay.
I mean, it'd be like saying what
It's a
plant-based thing do people
misdirect.
smoke.
Yeah.
I, don't
I
know.
guess I-
Well, look, you're either gonna give us all the points, everyone the 2 points, or nobody the
I'm gonna
2
light
points.
myself
It's
on
not gonna
fire.
make a difference.
Watch, whatever, yeah.
That's
fair.
the active ingredient in peyote. That is true.
It is true, yeah.
Yeah.
It's what, it's
All
like
right.
to THC and hemp.
Yes, that's basically what I was trying to go for a second ago, but I couldn't
I
come
mean,
up with a good
everyone said
metaphor.
peyote, so whether you give it or not, it makes no difference.
It doesn't.
It's
yeah,
a
that's
wash.
totally fair.
Yeah.
Cheddar cheese was gonna guess piss.
That's
Which
it.
actually-
Native American piss will fuck you up.
Buffalo piss.
Apparently, the let's see, what mushroom was it we were talking about? The Amanita muscaria.
Mhm.
The way I guess people would sometimes do it is the reindeer would eat it, and then they would drink the reindeer's pee,
Oh,
and
wow.
it
By
filtered
they,
out.
Who do you
the
mean?
I don't know, Eskimos or some
Blacks?
crap.
Eskimos. Okay.
I don't know that there's many blacks.
Imagine
that
the
far north.
first person to figure that one out. Like, yeah, I'm just gonna.
I mean,
drink
you're
this
probably really
poison
thirsty.
They're
reindeer.
like, oh, no. They're like, they're
What
real,
if
they
there's
want to tell
reindeers
everybody, but they're like, no. The piss will get. They're like, why are you saying? I wasn't sucking his dick.
No, it filters it. I'm telling you, it's a great time. Yeah, trying to pitch
But
that to
it
the
was
rest
an
of
accident.
the time. Yeah.
I woke up with his dick in my mouth, and I was really fucked up. It was.
And then I saw crazy colors. You got to try it, though, you know?
All right. Why did the Swiss
Why?
scientist first try to synthesize LSD?
Why? Okay.
Why?
Original intent.
He's probably a drug addict.
Why? Mind control.
I mean, let's see. Wow. Okay. What do you got, Brad?
Pain relief.
Nick?
Treatment for schizophrenia.
That would backfire, I think.
It would, which is why it would make a good answer.
It would. Alden?
I'm skipping ahead to when the fucking CIA got involved, but I'm going to say mind control, which is more of a byproduct of it, probably.
Yeah. Some quack says truth serum, which sounds right.
There you go, yeah.
To get to the other side, that works. To forget about the war shit happening everywhere.
War shit. Forget about war shit.
The answer is to stimulate circulation.
Get out of here.
So
like
a dick
Viagra?
pill? It's like a dick pill?
Yeah.
Or just, yeah.
Yeah, all right.
He's trying to invent
Just like rub any drug on that dick to get it working again.
All right. Question 4. What year did the U.S. government place LSD under the Schedule 1 label?
Is this like a closest gets it thing?
Yeah.
Probably
that's
not.
how it works.
Probably not.
Whatever Zach says.
Yeah, we'll play it by ear, you know. Depends on if I like you and you get it right or what, you know. I'm going to rig it, basically.
It doesn't matter. You're going to lose.
All right, Binkley.
1963.
Nick.
1973.
Oh, wow. I went way older. I went 59.
The year
All right.
59?
Yeah.
Should we do closest gets it? How do you guys feel?
I guess,
I think you should do I get it.
Yeah.
We should just do Brad gets it.
What's
The
audience
audience
say?
gets it.
Oh, it's 67.
Yeah, because it's actually
67, you know.
68.
Shit.
67. Yeah. 68.
nice. Yeah.
67. Yeah. All right. So
I should have said 69. I usually just say
Who was
69.
president in 68?
Johnson?
Johnson.
Still, right? I think.
I believe that's
Yeah,
correct.
so if he did serve 2 terms, yeah, he must have been.
all
Or
right.
Johnson or Nixon. One, two.
Either Johnson or Dick.
Yeah, yeah.
Let's see. Question 5. The giant monkey frog secretes
God.
potent hallucinations through its skin. It is primarily found in what region of the world?
The giant monkey frog is.
I know the answer to this. This is easy.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like there's like 3 reasonable answers because
Yeah,
obviously
no, this
it's not
is-
here
This is very
or in
easy.
any.
This is easy.
Is this like
not
New
like-
England?
Yeah,
You guys don't know this?
I haven't seen these vacationing in Rome.
This is definitely...
When we say region, are we saying? Never mind. Whatever.
I mean, if you
I
don't
don't
know
know.
this, you're definitely...
I would probably
retarded.
accept as much as a continent because
Yeah,
I'm feeling
okay.
generous.
okay.
Although I don't know what the
It's
answer is. I
probably
haven't even
these
looked at it.
those pesky Antarctic frogs. You know.
Oh wow. Anywho, what do you got, Alden?
I put Amazon. I am not sure about this one.
That's where you bought yours.
That's where I got mine. That's where I go to get my giant monkey frog
That's not right.
serum.
It's-
For completely unrelated reasons.
Yeah. No, it's really good at oiling gun parts. You know, if you just like organic gun oil. Yeah.
At Nick.
I said Amazon also.
Okay.
Yeah, you guys are retarded.
Binkley.
East Atlanta.
I'll freak out like Florida.
Audience says Alabama
Okay.
in Swiss chemist lab.
Alabama.
That's it. So answer is the Amazon.
Okay. All right.
Is it?
But is it though? Yeah.
Evidently. All right. Let's see. Question 6. Which famous author and psychologist conducted extensive self-experiments with mescaline and wrote the book The Doors of Perception?
Hitler.
He was a brilliant
famous psychologist.
Yeah.
I mean, I guess he is a famous author.
Yeah,
Technically.
I would say infamous author, but yeah.
That's true.
Yeah.
Well, it depends on your perspective.
All right, Alden.
I put Freud. I'm going
Nick.
for the show.
Leary.
Ah.
Binkley.
I did Freud also.
Is Leary a psychologist?
I think.
The audience
Dennis
has
Leary?
it at Aldous Huxley.
Huxley
Oh,
was a
that makes
psychologist
sense.
also?
Evidently.
Is that like Brave New World?
Yeah, that's Brave
Also?
New World.
Okay, interesting.
And apparently he's a mescaline user. All right.
I almost put Philip K. Dick, but then I'm like, I don't think he's a psychologist, but I think he used ketamine, actually, now that I think.
I swore, I thought Leary was the answer. It took me so long to figure out, to get that name in my head. I'm like, I think I know this. And I guess I'm wrong, so fuck me.
I'm always wrong. Fuck me always.
Yeah, we all suck.
All right. Round 3. Offensive. 3 points each.
That's our thing.
Offensive. Okay.
We should do well with this, right? Like,
Faggot. All right.
hard R, you know.
All right. Question 1. St. John's University changed their nickname from the Redmen to what?
Is it gonna be worse?
That would be great. The Savages.
Yeah, right. Yeah, just something just equally bad. Like St. John's. St. John. Where is this St. John's?
New York.
Yeah, they're good at basketball. They used to be, not anymore.
Okay. Nick, what do you got?
I think it's the Red Hawks.
Okay. Binkley.
Red Storm.
Alden.
I think.
I don't have a guess for this, man. I have no idea. I don't know anything about basketball.
I think it's
It's not about basketball.
Exactly.
Yeah, they have multiple sports there.
They also have apparently book learning, I think.
I don't know anything about female high school volleyball, man. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
You are lying.
Audience answers include white fragility.
White fragility.
White fragility. Be a good name for
The Him No Poop No Mores. And the Pink Ladies.
Yeah.
Let's see what the actual answer
Pink
is.
Ladies. There we go. I like that.
Red Storm.
Oh,
Who said that?
Sounds like an energy.
Binkley said that. That was Binkley's answer.
Nice.
What did Brad say? Red what?
Red Storm.
You did?
Yeah, I remember them in basketball.
How did you know that?
Because they used to be good at basketball.
God damn it!
It's just still weird. That's like weird to change. Like, how is that less offensive? It seems
Yeah,
like they're
yeah.
more. It seems like they're more powerful Indians.
Now you just took away the concept of the Indian. You're just erasing them from history. We've already done that. That's terrible. Like,
Yeah, they're like a fucking what kind of storm are
we are the big red gum team. Like that's no better.
I feel like most of the time when they ask Native American tribes people or whatever if they care, they're like, "No, we like it. It brings a lot of attention to us."
Should be the red peyotes.
That was the shit at my high school. My high school, we used to be the Indians, and like there was conversations with like the tribes, and they were like, "Yeah, as long as you do this and don't do this, that's fine."
Yep.
And then and even when I was in high school, they like, it came up at points like, "Oh, we should change this," and I, of course, like a normal person, was like, "No, we're not fucking retarded here."
Yeah.
And then the George
everything
Floyd
I've
thing
ever heard.
happened, 10 years after I graduated. And then within a week, they were like, "We're no longer the Indians."
We're the Floyds.
It would be funny to go around to high
The
school
Red Floyds,
with
yeah.
like normal mascots, and then finding a way to convince them that it's racist, like the Broncos.
Yeah.
It's just like,
Yeah.
that's the most racist thing ever, and
Yeah.
get them to change it to something else, and then also go back and be like, that's also really racist.
That sounds like a video you need to make, Brad.
Maybe. Yeah.
All right, question 2.
The Broncos are.
Which NBA team changed their logo, removing the Indian in order to not be offensive?
Jake hates Indians. Jesus. NBA team had Indian.
Join the Dollar Media Club and the Discord if you want to hear Jake rant about Indians and his hate for them. PeacefulC.network.
I do remember a team changing their name.
It's funny how many sports teams.
Well, they changed their logo, not necessarily their name. It
Changed
says.
the logo. Okay. Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Moving the Indian.
They just removed the Indian from their logo land.
Every.
It's funny how many sports teams are centered around the concept, though, of, American Indians.
Okay, yeah, I think I know.
All right. Alden?
Is this the Cincinnati Reds? Or am I just making this?
That's
That would
baseball.
be a baseball team. So.
What did I say? Oh, it's Indian. Jesus Christ, I can't keep track. I even...
Nick?
Shot in the dark here, I'm saying the Golden State Warriors.
Yeah.
Okay. Binkley?
Say the New Orleans Indian Givers.
It is.
I'm frustrated with this that I'm like, I just read the question fucking totally wrong.
The audience guesses the De La Croix Pakistanis.
That's almost worth a point.
That's incredible.
It is the Golden State Warriors.
Oh, nice. Okay.
All right.
I don't know this old logo, but
Honestly, I think it's anybody's game on this last one.
because we're all fucking retards.
Sort of.
Yeah.
No. So Alden and Brad could tie.
For
Nick could
last,
win, and
or-
audience could win. I mean, no, you could
We
tie
can't
for
even
first.
win.
Well, one of you has to lose, but one of you could tie. I don't know what we do in a tie. I guess I'll come
We
up with
go
something.
to the question that's completely subjective on what you want, like Jake's
Like,
saying.
what's your least favorite race?
I think the triathlon is my least favorite race, actually. Because who wants to like get wet balls and then keep going? It sounds awful.
Actually, I don't know if this is the last question. Isn't there like 4 questions now?
There's 4 questions.
So never mind. Take back all that. Anyone could still win.
Fuck.
All right, question
Get it
3.
out of here.
The Stanford University Cardinal had previous mascot called what?
Is every question about schools or sports? Like, I don't give a shit.
Yeah.
So it must have been racist before, maybe.
Also, I feel like this is on caveman mode. The Stanford University Cardinal had previous mascot called what?
Yeah.
Like,
this
whole
ChatGPT question. Like, who gives a shit? Stanford.
I mean, I'm guessing it's just Jake being in a hurry on a day he can't do the podcast.
I'm assuming that's
throwing
what
it together for us nicely anyway.
Yeah.
But let's
All right.
roast him over it anyway.
This is easy.
All right. Binkley.
Stanford University MK Ultra subjects.
Nick.
Redskins.
Redskins. And Alden.
The Savages.
Oh man, it is actually way tamer.
It's your
Indians.
guy. Oh wow. Yeah.
The Stanford, they were the Indians. So
Yeah.
why is that not more racist to be like, well, fuck it, call them the Cardinals, same thing.
Yeah.
Just pick a red
Not
bird.
even cardinal. It's not. No. It's not a bird. It's not cardinals. It's cardinal.
Oh.
It's
What
just
is
the fucking
cardinal?
color.
So it's like a Catholic priest. So it's a
I was gonna
pedophile.
say, is this a position
I mean,
or a color?
it's like it's just the color, just like my just like my
It's the
college
color.
mascot.
I'm gonna
was-
go
was
with
the-
pedophile. I'm gonna go
Just
with
like my
that.
college mascot was the fucking tartan.
The tartan.
The tartan.
tartan, like a.
I feel like
Like
schools,
the plaid
yeah.
that the plaid patterns that they make fucking for
like the
kids.
Syracuse
Yeah.
orange.
Hmm.
Is it a color or is it
roll tartans?
I
roll
I
yeah,
remember
right.
my family's tartan.
Roll
before.
tards.
Roll tards, yeah.
Roll tards.
It's the strongest. It can bench press the most.
All right, now the last question. Did anyone get that one right? I wasn't paying
No.
attention.
No, I don't
All
think
right.
Nope.
All right, round
I argue that I
3. Question 4. Final question. What was the name of the actual mascot for the old Cleveland Indians?
Oh, yeah, I know that one.
They're still the Cleveland Indians in my book, even though I don't care about Cleveland.
I think I know this one.
Cleveland, the mistake on the lake, as we like to call it.
All right, Nick, what do you got?
Chief Wahoo.
Chief Wahoo. Binkley.
I think it's Chief Wahoo. I think it's similar, but he might be right.
Alden.
Big Chief.
And the audience says the old cigar store engine.
Right. Kramer took it. Yeah.
All right. Answer is Chief Wahoo.
Oh,
Like
you're
the
right.
fish?
Yeah.
Which means
Like
we
Yahoo.
end
It's the founder of Yahoo.
with Brad at 8, Alden at 8, audience at 10, and
This is
Nick with
delicious
14.
fish, Wahoo.
Yay.
Was that a real
Been
picture?
a while. It's been a while since I had a win, so I'm quite happy with that.
I'm
It
glad
hadn't been
you're
long
stable.
since I had a last place finish, so I'm happy with that as well.
Yeah.
Tied for last.
Right. Yeah, we tied for that.
Oh,
But I
did
don't
we-
have any
did
drugs
we
on my
end up
desk.
time for last? Yeah.
All right. So what are we moving into now after that exhilarating round of failure?
Let's
The
see.
Stop Nick
So I guess
Shirley Act.
Oh,
We've
yeah. The
already
Stop
used,
Nick
like,
Shirley Act.
all of our time, so let's go fast through these last
All right. We'll go
ones, but-
rapid. We'll come quick. Like,
Yeah, like Swalwell.
Like Swalwell. That's right. What comes around.
Comes
let it-
around.
All right.
What comes around comes around. Gross.
The Stop Nick Shirley Act. The California Democrats advanced the Stop Nick Shirley Act to criminalize investigative journalism, according to Carl DeMaio.
And we have a video too. I can play real quick.
Play the video.
Yeah, let's play that.
Looks like Nicolas Cage.
Trying to pass a bill that would criminalize invest. Oh my! I mean, guys, at a certain point, it's got to be funny, right? I mean, like, what are we doing here? California is trying to pass a bill that would criminalize investigative journalism with misdemeanors, $10,000 fines, imprisonment, and content takedown. The proposed bill, titled AB, it was made after I exposed mass fraud by immigrant groups in America. And here's the other thing is that, like, I don't give a fuck if they're immigrants. If this is the most white bread, wasp, blue eyes, blonde hair, Aryan motherfucker that came from Germany in the year 1540 on the Mayflower, I still want that piece of shit in jail if he's scamming money. Duh. Of course. Like, it's got nothing to even do with that. Like, if it's one group of people doing this, yeah, you should look at it that way. But, like, there's no ownership of this. It's bad no matter what. CNN to be shut down? Yes. Under AB 2624, government-funded entities like the Somali Learning Center, daycare centers would be protected from being exposed if they operated inside of California. The enemy truly is within. When our politicians would rather protect fraudsters and illegal migrants, it's time for us to stand up or face mass oppression from traitors who, quote, rule over us. I want to let you guys know that I completely support Nick. California is trying to pass a bill.
Okay, so that's interesting. I haven't read that bill. And I don't. So my first question with something like that is, while the sentiment he expressed I agree with, is does this bill actually do what the right-leaning characterization of it says it does? And because anything, Nick Shirley, some of the stuff that he's done it in California, he's done it in Minnesota, and he's taken things out of context that has exploited his viewers' lack of knowledge about what the actual law is there to tell something that isn't actually true. Now, I'm not saying that means that of all of his work, but that tells me that he either didn't know or he's more about clicks. So whenever I see something related to him, I hold judgment until I can know a little bit more about the bill. If what he's saying is true, then yeah, those Somali and all that stuff should be scrutinized. But so Nick, what's your first impression of this?
Yeah, I briefly caught this. I think I meant to throw it in the thing. I meant to go back and research it more, and it ended up on our card tonight anyway. Regardless of Nick Shirley on this, right? It is a big question on what the bill actually says, but let's take it for face value. If the bill is saying, yeah, you can't go, look in the public records and see who's getting paid through taxpayer funded programs, and then film yourself going up to that business and seeing if it's a legitimate business that's doing what it's saying. And if you do that, you could be fined or imprisoned and your videos can be taken down. That's a big problem.
Yeah. So that's the claim, is that effectively you can't approach protected classes in organizations with a camera rolling and try to find out the truth. Zach,
which as long as you're on public property and do it right. I mean, you go onto their property, that that can be trespassing, but as long as you're on public property, you can stand outside on the sidewalk all you want and record and say what you want.
That's interesting. So the language of the bill, I would want to look for that right there. Actually, is the public property versus so is there a differentiation? And these bills are so long sometimes, so a few people actually go through all of the details. But I'm not familiar with it enough to know. But what do you think, Zach?
Not knowing anything about the specifics of the bill either, my hunch is just that it's less to do with Nick Shirley or any individual and more to do with protecting the interests of like the media organizations in California. So, I think that like the attitude in government and lawmakers tends to be, let's trust CNN, let's trust the evening news. These are the real reporters. You didn't go to journalism school. So it doesn't matter if it's a right winger, if it's a left winger, if it's just like you and me goofing around. They don't think that should be done. And it's like, well, that's a job for Levin Alive. That's not for you to do.
Mm. It's like a continuation of the COVID narrative of like, don't do your own research. Like,
right. Get rid of the alternative sources of information. Alden?
I mean, I can't speak to if this is, again, at face value, if this is saying this, then, I mean, total bullshit. And there's other laws that should protect against this on even like a federal level of just like what Nick was saying with like the public lands and things and being able to, and it's real bad optics. Like if this is what you're actually trying to do and say, again, if this is in fact what this bill would do and prohibit and whatever, then it makes you look real dirty, real guilty. I think if you are trying to be like, we don't want our citizens to ask questions and look into it, and if you do, you get $10,000 fine. It's like Canada being like, you're going to get fined $50,000 for going in the fucking woods or whatever. Before it's like, this is insane. Like,
anti-Semitic posts is what they're starting to censor, trying to censor stuff like that. Something they can claim as anti-Semitic, and definitely Canada, and I think maybe in California. California is like a testing ground for stuff like this, so it wouldn't surprise me if there was something to this. Yeah, it's not actually called the Nick Shirley Act, right? That's just what the Democrats are just calling it the Nick Shirley Act. It's not who's calling it that?
I'm guessing that's what Nick Shirley's calling it.
It probably is good branding for him, for sure. Yeah, because like that name of it, having it referenced as that, because it definitely triggered the bias in me to step back. Maybe that's a good thing or a bad thing. I don't know, but that's interesting. I would, they do all this stuff in California. Just see what works, and then, which is kind of why I'm surprised that they wanted Swalwell out of there, because he would have played ball in all of this. So, who do they want in? Speaking of Swalwell, should we move on to the drunkard of the week?
Let's do it.
Let's see. Let me just make sure we don't have any. Yeah, I think we're good. Let's move on to that. Boom. Drunk. Okay, the intro's in there. How do I do this? Whatever. Here.
Not fucking drunk.
Long 19th blue.
Every pretty girl deserves to go to a ball.
This is everything about it's a clam. I love it.
I gotta be honest with you, I feel like I'm a little bit too drunk to stand up. Asshole.
I'm drunk right now.
Yo, I got a point to set. Look at these water fountains. Why are the water fountains always attached to the bathrooms?
That's because that's where the water lines are, you fucking retard. Buddy, I'm sorry. I apologize, actually. I'm sorry. But I just don't think... You're probably just not all there. And it's all right. I love you for that, though, pal. But get off the internet. Don't be posting shit like that. You piss me off.
We want to be free to do what we want to do. Yeah. We want to get loaded. Yeah. And we want to have a good time.
Anyway.
So which one was drunk? Both of them or the second guy?
I think both, but one's a hero and one's a clown here.
Yeah, it looks
so
like it's a
are we
hero
to believe that the urine water is coming into the water fountains?
I don't know what the point was that the guy was trying to make. He's like, why are the fountains always near the bathrooms? And it's like, because the fucking there's.
Hey, what's going on? You're taking a piss and the piss water shoots up in you. Fucking stupid. It's just maybe he's correct. I don't. Is it better than fluoride? Is it worse? I'm not sure.
It's probably better.
Weren't we talking about urine drinking earlier? Didn't know how we discovered drugs for the Native Americans from sucking or drinking?
We don't know what we're missing out on if it isn't piss, you know?
Right. We could be discovering the next greatest drug if this is true.
Everyone go home tonight and drink your own pee.
Yeah. Next time you're at a urinal, say, hey, do you mind if I try a little of your piss?
Did you see those videos of the guys that are like washing their hands in the urinals thinking it's like a sink or whatever, that are so just like fucking absolutely shit hammered at like Oktoberfest or whatever? Like,
that's hilarious.
I just assumed they were foreign.
There's always people also peeing in the sink of every public place.
Oh, well, who doesn't do that, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah, I've been there.
Apparently that was well, how dare you? Apparently that was a big thing at Georgia Tech. I had friends who went there and their roommates would be from countries where they had never seen American style toilets before, and they would like squat on the top of the tank and all sorts of stuff, not knowing how it worked.
On the sink, and they eat the urinal cakes like free food.
And they got into Georgia Tech, and
what country?
No way I would have.
Did they hail from? Like, how
it was an uncontacted tribe.
Yeah.
One without plumbing. I guess.
I wasn't gonna mention it to avoid looking racist, but yeah, it was definitely like India
East
or Sri
Atlanta.
Lanka.
Yeah. So Atlanta is. I went to this place called, what's it called? It's Curiosity Way or Curiosity Park, which is in like Peachtree City.
Curious Park, yeah.
Should be by Curious Park, but you go in there. We were trying to find it, and this hotel employee who was cool. He was like, "Why are you guys looking for that?" He's like, "It's so weird and creepy." And he was like, "I don't even know what's real."
That's the smart city thing, right?
Yeah, the smart city thing. And he showed us where it was, and it was like 1 a.m. And so we rode around there to it, expecting there to be security guards and stuff. And there was no security guards, and you could walk up to around the buildings and just look in the windows, and there was all these weird structures. It reminded me of Severance, everything about it did. And then I was fully expecting to be confronted by a security guard because I've done this kind of thing a lot. And if I'm not arrested, I'm confronted by a security guard. And this time, neither happened. And then I went back and I started looking on the website of this place, and I was like, oh, they want people to come do that because they're probably getting biometric scans of your face in the windows. And they brag about how there's all these everywhere. There's more data gathering sensors and drones just collecting things. And yeah, they're not going to run you off.
So you fell for the trap.
I fell for the trap. It's exactly right. I don't know what that had to do with what we were talking about, but we ate the urinal cakes is what I'm trying to say.
They're just going to send a drone to your house later.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. So we have the wrap up here.
I think the wrap up is where people just get to talk about whatever they want. So.
All right. My parents are dead.
Jeez.
I mean, that's true.
Is it true?
Yeah, that's true.
It's true. He's right.
It's not new news, but
I have a dark sense of humor. Tell us your darkest secret, Alden.
My darkest secret?
Yeah.
I already told you where I keep my mushrooms.
What happens after they're consumed is what we all want to know. Could you just point to that little house behind you.
Yeah,
so we
that's
can
little
see if we zoom in, we can
looking
see
box.
Alden's screen on the reflection of his mirror. So there's no telling.
I was gonna zoom in on Alden. I realized I don't even know how to do that. There we go. Look at him.
Oh yeah, oh no, my personal information is in the reflection.
Yeah, I'm gonna give it a curiosity part.
I
But
think
no,
my
that's
darkest secret I don't even know because I forgot it because because that's how I am.
It doesn't even matter anymore because we have people like Eric Swalwell who can go and get elected despite everybody knowing that he jerks off on your sister while she sleeps.
My darkest secret, it's a victimless crime, so I'm not worried about it.
Right. Yeah, no. Well, you don't really have to confess. It was Nick, you got anything you want to wrap up with?
Without milk, sorry.
I think the big thing to be pushing right now, because it's coming up in about a month, would be the LP National Convention. I'll be there. I think some of us will be there. We'll be podcasting, having a good time. For what a good time could be with LP business involved. But I believe Thursday night there's the Mises Bitcoin Ball, MisesBitcoinBall.com. Delegates get a discount from my understanding. It's got speakers like Lynn Alden and Lynn Albrecht and
I was gonna say what?
Keone Rodriguez's wife and other people, and who knows what else is going to happen before there.
Speaking?
And then there's the Rage Against War Machine, which I think is happening Friday night. Rage Against the War Machine 3, and then
what is that?
Rage Against the War Machine 3. Just an anti-war rally. I think it's the third one that's happened. I think Dan McKnight from Bring Our Troops Home will be there, and Scott Horton and other good people. And then Enemies of the State Ball is another night, and that would be, let me tell you, because I have some information on it. Let's see.
So is everything you're mentioning at the convention, or is this separate?
Yes.
Okay.
I think Rage Against War Machine may be free to get in. The Bitcoin Ball there will be a fee, but it will be a lot cheaper if you are a delegate. Let's see. Enemies of the State Ball. Let's see. Mark Edge will be the MC. Eamon Bundy, Afro Man, Aaron Day, Bonnie Freeman, Lynn Albrecht. I mean, we're looking at a pretty good lineup there too.
That's Ross Albrecht's wife. Is that who that is?
Mother.
Oh, his mom. What, is she hot?
Sure.
Is Ross not going to be there?
I'm guessing Ross isn't doing public appearances.
I wouldn't if I were.
I wouldn't if I was him. I would just go build my life. But his mom will be there, and
cool.
I mean, and Eamon Bundy from the Bundy Ranch standoff.
Oh, interesting. Yeah,
that'll be pretty sweet.
Yeah, sounds like it'd be fun.
Are you guys the types of people to have a favorite Rage Against the Machine album, or are you like don't give a shit?
Not really.
Yeah.
Do you?
Okay. Yeah, but
you can tell
now
us.
it's not cool because
you can open up about it.
Tell us about the
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Is there an autist orgy at any given on the nights?
An autist orgy? That would be a spectacle.
I'm sure you can find one. I mean, it's in Justin Amash's hometown. Just look.
Oh yeah, that's cool. Interesting, and that is in Michigan. Is that correct?
Grand Rapids, Michigan.
Okay, very cool. And how much does everything cost?
I mean, you can show
or a
up,
website.
not pay anything.
Show up for free. The Mises Bitcoin Ball, MisesBitcoinBall.com would be pricing's on there. Tickets are
it's basically all a la carte.
Tickets
show
are
up for free and just pay for whatever you want to do.
Yeah. Okay.
So,
is there?
Yeah.
So tell by the website, but is there a comedy show on any of the nights? Do you know?
I have not seen one yet.
Okay.
Bitcoin Bash is $120, but if you are a delegate, I have been told it will be less.
Okay. Will there be an opportunity to shout "You're a cocksucker" at women during any public events before speaking?
I'm sure that can happen all the time.
Yeah,
that's always in order, and that's always in order, and never debatable.
Yeah, that 2024 one was crazy for sure. That's what I'm thinking about there.
You gotta make the trip up, Binkley?
I'm thinking about it. I'm thinking about maybe going. It might be fun. And it's got about a month to decide. So maybe we'll see.
It'd help if Nick, can you get connections to get Brad doing comedy?
Oh, there you go.
If there's a show already going on that I could get on, then I would come up. But if there's not one going on, I'm certainly going to do it myself.
I am not sure of a comedy show going on, but I'm wondering if I
There
can
needs
find a
to be.
spot.
Yeah.
Yeah. Let me know what info you guys got. I'm going to look into it, but I'm definitely considering coming up because I had a great time with the chaos of the one in 2024 for sure. Zach, what do you want to close out with your final thoughts?
Don't really have a ton of thoughts. Didn't know I was going to be on the show today, so didn't think about anything. I haven't thought about anything for the last 8 months or so.
That feels nice.
Also, yeah, I haven't slept through the night in 8 months.
Yeah, I bet.
So I don't know. Just check out banishedbigbrother.com.
Sure.
Go to banishedbigbrother.com/Discord. Join us in the chat there. That's the nonprofit that me and Elizabeth Melton started, where we're raising awareness and fighting back against the surveillance state, things like the flock cameras and the school zone speed cameras and all the stuff that's like happening locally. It's not all
Curiosity Park.
Yeah. Well, yeah. Smart cities, like Elizabeth did make a smart city documentary, which, and I think she interviewed you, Brad, for her next documentary, which is forthcoming.
Looking forward to it. Yeah.
Yeah, so go check out all that. Check out the website and check out the Discord and come join us. So we got, me in there, Elizabeth Melton, who, is kind of the brains behind all of this. And then we've assembled a really good team too, where we have John Padfield, who's from the YouTube channel Business Reform. He has a lot more followers than any of us somehow. And
he was at the Great Create, wasn't he? Speaking.
Yeah, he was at the Great Create, and he's a former Indiana State House rep, and I believe a professor, perhaps. And he's on the board. And then Mike Meharry from the 10th Amendment Center, and then a guy here locally who's a lawyer and a county councilman named. Again, I haven't slept in 8 months, so I'm going to blank on people's names who I talk about all the time.
It's Charlie Chaplin.
It is Charlie Chaplin. But yeah,
Zach has an 8-month-old baby for those who are coming from my show. That's why he hadn't slept in 8 months.
But yeah, just check that out. That's my plug. But other than that, nothing really else to talk about. It's fun talking to you guys and being back.
Yeah, it's always fun getting to hang out with you guys. I believe, I don't know if this is the last week I'm guest hosting. It might be one more down the road, but it's been fun getting to, talk to you guys. You guys are a lot smarter than me, and you put up with my bullshit. So I always appreciate that.
And, we love your bullshit, and I think I tied with you for dumbest actually. So
fantastic. It's good not to be alone.
I love having someone right alongside me as dumbest.
Yes, perfect. Yeah. So thanks for having me. And Propaganda Report podcast is my podcast, and you can search that, and you can find at Freedom Act Radio on X. Links in bio, no feet pics. And I do a subscriber-only show with Austin Picard and Sam Tripoli called Whatever This Is. You can get that on patreon.com/propaganda report. Subscribe to the lowest tier, or propreport.locals.com. We do that about once a week. It's a conspiracy deep dive, and it's retarded fun. So thanks for having me, guys.
It's a great show. I've listened to every episode. I love it. People should check it out. It's so much fun. And I got a question. I know you've been going on to some comedy shows. You opened for Sam Tripoli. And you've been doing others here in Atlanta, right? Is there anywhere people could come check you out, or is that not?
Well, yeah. So I go a lot of the mics around town. My buddy is opening a theater. It's called Relapse Theater. It used to be opened years ago, and it's reopening. And it's kind of near Castleberry. It used to be called the Limelight Theater, and I'm going to be most likely hosting a mic there, but it's not open yet. It should be open soon. So I do go around to a lot of shows, but it's kind of last minute. So if you listen to my show, The Propaganda Report, I'll typically end my show and then tell people where I'm going that night if I am going somewhere. If I have a show that is more promoted and organized, I will definitely share it on Instagram. /propaganda report is where you'll probably see that. So if you want to check that out, but if you just want to come to an open mic, which are, kind of crazy sometimes, like I went to one last night that was really crazy. It's just like a bunch of loud music and you're just you know, you abandon material. And for me, you know, I just call the people in the front row. They look like because they're like, we do cocaine. I'm like, only off of other dudes' dicks, right? Because they look like a bunch of Tyler Robinsons in the front row. And so a lot of open mic stuff is just trying to see if you can get the crowd. But if you like that kind of thing, then listen to my show and I'll tell you where I'm going. Thanks for giving me the opportunity to promote that, Zach. I appreciate it. Zach came to the show with Sam a couple weeks ago and it was fun.
It was good.
I honestly, I'm like 2 hours away and I wanted to go to that, but
okay, number one, I'm not just blowing smoke here, but you were hilarious. You and Josh together, super hilarious. And then Sam killed as always. And like, I feel like it is the most jokes per minute I've ever heard from any comedian. It's just, he talks so fast. And
He's
like,
good.
just,
yeah. Sam's a pro, dude. Sam's really good. I remember the first time I saw him live. Yeah, he's. I've learned a lot from him, and I was honored to get to open for him. And always get cool. Josh to do. Me and Josh we've done a lot of improv together for over a decade. And so my friend Josh, for those listening, I have him come on to play Trump at the end of my set.
I was gonna say, is this the guy that did Trump back when we did the election?
Yeah. So we've done some events around the country, and I always end my set with I'll set it up where it's something. I have a reason to bring on Trump, and he's like, well, here I am, and we do a little back and forth. What we did in this one was basically, I was just going to be trying to get to the bottom of whether or not Israel has anything to do with the war in Iran. And he keeps saying no, but as he's saying no, he's like putting on a yarmulke and a shawl.
And it was so good. And like when you brought him up, I'm like, I don't know how this is going to go because Trump's not super popular right now.
I know. That's what we talked about that. Like, yeah, totally.
But you killed it. It was so good. Like the way you guys approached it. I think you should do it again sometime.
Definitely. Yeah, that's always a challenge with it because his popularity among different groups, it goes up and down. But this was like the most volatile because like that crowd definitely, like Sam's audience, not huge Trump fans. So it was like, what can we do? Where he's just gaslighting. Okay, he's Jewish basically, and he's just gaslighting us about it, but charmingly so.
Charmingly so.
Yeah, he's one of the best Trump impersonators in the country, in my opinion. Josh,
he was good. Yeah, I had a good time with him.
Yeah, it was fun at the studio down there. Yeah. We'll have to do it again. Yeah, we could do a show live for you guys in Georgia. You can come down there and we get access to that. We'll do another one.
I would do that. I was there. Yeah.
Hell yeah.
I hate going to Atlanta, but every time I do, I have a good time. Like, that's what I just hate driving around there because fucking people. You get about 20 minutes out of Atlanta and people start just doing batshit crazy things on the road. Like, I don't know what it is.
Yeah,
there's something about that zip code that people just don't know
everywhere.
Driving around Atlanta is just a fucking nightmare, no matter what you do.
It sucks.
There's literally Waymos everywhere now, and they are all the roads are closed because they're trying to clean up. They're trying to make Atlanta look nothing like Atlanta for the World Cup.
They're trying to make it look nothing like Atlanta.
Yeah, it's the first time they've done anything in the city since the Olympics, and they're putting the homeless in shipping containers.
Since '96 or whatever.
Yeah, I want to go get the homeless out of the shipping containers and bring them back. I want to get a big truck and bring them all back into the city to get the real experience.
Yeah.
I think there's an opportunity to offer foreigners the real Atlanta experience. Be like, come, I'll stab you. I'll pop out the back of a Waymo and try to sell you crack, whatever.
The water bottle kids.
Totally.
Everything.
It's going to be crazy. So what we're doing, though, I think I told you guys this. I just want to remind people, we're going to be going down there and we're going to be giving free drawings of the Prophet Muhammad out to any of the Muslims who are coming into the city.
Let me know how that goes.
I'm not going to do it. I'm just going to.
Were you going to do that at the airport?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. All right.
Let me know how many stab holes you get.
Well, how many stab holes?
Yeah.
It's pretty all right at the airport.
Yeah.
You're gonna get a new front hole.
Yeah.
Let's stab a front hole into me, bitch. Is what like. All right, we should get out of here before we just go off.
All right, we got a few funny things. Let's just do these rapid fire. All right, here goes. Is there any audio? I hate this.
Hi, I want to do a double cheeseburger, but can I just get the double cheeseburger for the price of the single cheeseburger? And then I'll do a 10-piece nugget as well. But since the fryer's already on, you guys already have the nuggets, can you just drop in like 6 more for the same price? If I just bring you guys nuggets and supply my own nuggets, Can you guys just stick those in the fryer for free? Before I order it here, I want to make sure. Can you guys supply me proof that that's real meat in your food? And then if I don't get full after I eat the food, you guys give me more food, right? For free? You mean the drink's not included? I have to pay for that? My grandpa told me that he remembers ordering here when he was younger, and he only spent $5 for his meal. Can you guys match that same price? All right, thank you for the free information. Can you just give me a receipt? I'm going to take it down to the restaurant down the road and see if they'll beat the price. Welcome. Can I take your order?
It's a price matching. That's funny.
Yeah. All right. Next one. Guess that's it. Don't fear an 8-week remodel.
Yeah.
Those 10 months will be the best, most fulfilling 2 years of your life.
Yeah.
That's the truest thing ever said right there.
That's how I feel with this fucking house right now.
Yeah.
You watch a video on how to do something like this, and they'll just do all these cuts, and it's like, oh, I can do this in an hour, and then it never works out that way.
Well, and then if you have an old shitty house, you have the project you want to do, and then you have 18 other things pop up while you're doing that one that take your attention away.
Yeah, all the things a realtor hid from you when you bought the house.
Yeah, oh my God. Don't even get me started. Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie, I pay zero attention to gas prices. Like, what am I gonna do about it? Walk? People treat gas prices like it's information I can use. Like, hey, did you see gas went up again? Okay, and I still need to be somewhere. So that's it. Yeah, until walking everywhere becomes a realistic option, I'm not emotionally engaging with gas prices. Okay, I'm participating and moving along.
I don't think gas prices are even real. I just think they move them around.
Yeah.
I think it's just a way that they make more money on it.
I know that it's it's like a tactic around elections.
Yeah.
If the gas is up 50 cents, which is a ton, that's $10.
Yeah.
I got energy to spend elsewhere.
Yeah. I like how he said emotionally engaging. I'm not emotionally engaged.
Have you seen gas prices? No.
No,
I have.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You still got to go somewhere.
It
doesn't matter. I still have to go. I'm going to be mad about it, but I still have to be there.
Take me out of that conversation.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean,
fair enough.
It's true. Yeah. Sometimes I don't even look at. You can tell by the final cost of it.
You're like, oh shit, that was more. Yeah. Do you guys think it's gonna go up with the whole fucking Iran thing? Like, do you think it's
I'm
gonna
sure
be...
there's room to go up.
Yeah.
I do. I love that Trump, he did the State of the Union address where the gas prices has never been lower than like the next day. Yeah. The Iran thing, they shoot skyrocket. Yeah. I liked it. What I did a long time ago is I hoarded it, and so I go to gas stations and I sell at a little bit of a lower price, black market.
Sell it to them.
Yeah, you got a little profit scheme.
Yeah.
For the
That'd be
women
a
that
funny
watch this
sketch.
podcast, first of all, let me just say you look beautiful. Second of all, you might not know this, but I do this, and it seems like Mark might do this. Sometimes when we're peeing and we think you could hear, we pee into the porcelain, so it's not as loud.
It's true.
But also then while we're peeing into the porcelain, we're feeling a little insecure that you think our stream isn't good. So at the end, we do a little bit just to show you we still got it. Isn't that funny? Yeah, people, that's one of those things that is a human nature thing that you don't learn and you probably don't talk about. Those are fun bits when you say something like, oh my gosh, I'm not the only one that pees onto the porcelain when a girl's watching, but then also pees into the toilet so they think her dick is big and worthy.
It's so true. And if I have to shit and when a lady's in the room, I'll shit like 6 seconds. I'll force it out and I'll wipe my ass and throw it on the wall and come back in.
Because you don't want her to think that you shit long.
Exactly. Or shit at all.
Yeah, that I don't connect to.
Oh, you don't want to be shitting on a hot date?
I need to be able to be myself on a date.
I mean,
need to.
Shitting is a little much, don't you think?
I shit.
We all shit, but so does she. She's not going to take a dump on the coffee table.
You don't have to take a dump on the coffee table.
All right.
And you don't have to.
I tend to go to extremes, I noticed.
You know what I'll do if I have to go poop? If I'm with a lady and I make it obvious that I don't have to really make a phone call, I go, I think I might have to go upstairs and make a phone call. And then and when they go like this, like got it, like it's a poop. And then I go, and I might take a shit while I'm up there.
Oh.
You dip the toe in the water, you get a laugh on the shit, you know, okay, I could probably be hard with this person.
Oh, that's good.
Because if I can't fart around you, I can't fuck you. Eleanor
Roosevelt. Was that Confucius?
You didn't hear me. You had the headphones on.
What'd you say?
I said Eleanor Roosevelt.
That's even better.
For the women that watch
comedy.
It's funny. Yeah, it's funny. I love when he said that I don't relate to. Yeah. Mark Norman.
He's hilarious. He has a new thing on YouTube where he does a set in front of an entire Gen Z women crowd.
That was so
and like
funny.
half of them are like egging him on, like, yeah, go darker, and the other half are offended.
It's like, yeah, they're self-hate. So they liked it, a lot of them, but they didn't want to admit that they liked it. And you could tell because they'd laugh and they'd try and repress it.
The optics of like, how would it look if I enjoyed myself through this? Yeah.
And then a guy comes out like in a hazmat suit and he asks them what they like and didn't like. And then I think some of them just lie about it because some of them were genuinely offended, but others were like, it's like you were laughing pretty hard at some of these jokes.
Right. Yeah.
It's so stupid too, because like they're like, well, when you told the ice joke, they just hit a little too close to home because I have immigrants in my family. I'm like, jokes that hit too close to home are my favorite. Like if you can find something to joke about me that I haven't heard before,
it's just like,
that'd be
shut
hilarious.
up, you dumb bitch. It's like these. How long can people use my family was affected by the Holocaust as the reason for their pain for something? You know, it's going to be eventually hundreds of years removed. I feel like I should be like my friend had an ancestor who was affected by the Holocaust, so you're oppressing me right now.
Like my family was affected, specifically the trials at the end of it. Like.
Right. Yeah, it's funny though to see because they don't want to laugh because they're conditioned not to, but they do.
My family was affected by the tool of price gouging, you know, back in Denmark or whatever, you know, and I still think it's funny.
I have generational trauma from that.
Because those are the same thing, you know.
That's anti-Semitic. Hold.
Plausible.
All right, last one.
To the black delegation, are you willing to bring back Get to Steppin'? If so, we're willing to bring back Take a Hike, Pal, or a Buddy, or a Bucko. If these terms are acceptable, please let me know.
The black delegation has agreed to bring back Get to Steppin'. We recognize that there is no current unanimous replacement for Get to Steppin', although documents show that the Caribbean Brigade has always used the term over. In addition to Take a Hike, Pal, the black delegation will also like to ask for you're barking up the wrong tree, buddy. For more on the negotiations of Get to Steppin', I pass this on to Supreme Delegate Martin Lawrence.
To the black delegation.
Martin Lawrence.
That's funny. I think it's his birthday today too. That's funny. 61
on this day in history, you know.
So yeah, I like that. All right, is that the end of
that is it.
Fun Cooker? Do we have any more racist clips we can play?
I mean, I pull up redstorm.com.
Oh, no.
Hell yeah, dude. Let's get to the real business. All right,
Red
guys.
Hub.
Thank you. Did you say Pornhub?
Red Hub.
Oh, Red Hub.
Yeah.
What is Red Hub?
I think you know.
Just jot that one down.
Look it up later, you know. Yeah.
Look it up. Find somebody else's computer and look it up on theirs.
Yeah.
All right, guys. Thank you guys for listening and hanging out with us and having a good time. And it's always fun talking to you guys. We'll do it again in the future. See you guys later.